fucking shit.
I'm not okay!
This hit goes out to you.
So that it works.
Laying the smackdown on all. I'm still standing here. Calling all Autobots. Roll out. Whoa. They start with. Acknowledge me.
Whatever you can imagine.
Make us who we are.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
Get over here.
Yo, trying to get him monologuing, bro. Finish him, bro. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Open the fucking door. You know what I mean? You got cereal, right? You pour the last bit of it, and it's just that dust that comes out. You're like,
What?
I'm sorry. Fuck me. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't need to be fixed.
Because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We are no Jedi.
Feminists comes into these spaces and they don't know shit about the Lord.
Hey, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this?
And then when everything is over, and then he's king again, in King Dynasty or Sequel Wars, everybody's gonna be on his dick again. And it's like, yo,
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.
God, bro, it's so, I hate people sometimes. Let it all out, bro, let it all out.
I am king.
I'm driving the train right now.
Maybe this time you'll learn.
He bust Drake after that diss song. He put your TKs that I got them. Cisgendered feminism. Keep talking, goddammit. You keep talking, I'm gonna slip out of the suit and slap that thick ass wig up your face.
Yo.
You got the trust. That's it right there. That's the Winter Soldier prime code right there to get you back in there.
That shit will be right up. I was like, yo, I'm done podcasting. Yo was really good. Welcome to Untitled Live, episode 156.
I just realized he's in a different scenery. Sorry, Fresh.
What happened?
I just realized Brick is a different scenery. Like, what happened?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, explain. No explanation.
I'm taking care of my sister's dog, so I'm at her place in New Jersey.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's dog sitting right now. So, yeah, different scene. You know what I mean? So you might hear a dog bark in a random.
Yeah, my sister's a big nerd too. As you can see, you got Star Trek posters, Star Wars posters, 2 lightsabers.
I see a Loki.
A lot of Pop Funkos back there.
Star Trek too nerdy for me, man.
Loki shit. She got like Loki shit.
That's like space exploration.
I heard the new ones are good. The one that's on
Paramount Plus. That's all.
Yeah, New World and other shit. I heard this shit is really good, so I might check it out.
They started making more little action packy. The newer Star Trek.
Yeah. It's really bro. It's really good. So I seen one episode and it was like, oh, okay, because I don't really like Star Trek like that. I think the only reason why I got into it is when they did the reboot, J.J. Abrams. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can get into it.
Yeah, the action packs one.
Yeah.
Before it was just like, oh, we're here on this island and this weird punching. This is all about exploration and shit, scanning islands and meeting aliens and shit.
Word. That's just crazy because we watched AHSOKA and like we were so amped to get to this new galaxy. I'm like, if you watch Star Trek, that shit is that's every day. That's every episode.
Yep, legit.
Oh man, so yeah, man. If this is the first time coming across this platform, this channel, we're on Title Live. We talk about all types of shit, music, movies, pop culture, all kind of shit. We go political, left, right. You know, sometimes we don't make our way back, but we here. Oh man, what a day today, guys. If you watched the beginning of this podcast, man, we ran a full quick little video mashup of what happened in New York, man. It is wild.
Nah, the one with the dude hanging off the street light was crazy to me. When I saw that one,
I think some of those were older clips though from the last flood, though, right?
I think no, the only one that I realized is the older one is the guy getting pushed into the tracks almost. That's old one. Everything was like today.
The one with the
I saw that one. I was like,
the one with the guy floating in the apartment complex is old too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's from the last one.
Man, listen, that shit was wild, dude. Like that shit. You seen the construction dude swimming with the phone, like yo, like yeah.
Instead of swimming to safety, he's swimming to record his bike. So
he was like,
yeah, nah. You know, I mean, that
guy's gonna use that for call outs. He's gonna be like,
bro. Why?
He's gonna be like, you remember this? I'm out.
You know, I'm trying to get my car down there, bro. Like, get that shit flooded. Take it back, y'all. I'm like, yo, I was about to drive my car down there, leave it.
Insurance companies are probably shitting bricks right now.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, New York doesn't really cover like New York covers flood insurance only if you get it. It's like almost like an extra because we don't really get floods. So like if you don't got it, oof. So I'm praying for those that don't have it.
They better have it. There was a couple BMWs I saw the river flowing down the river.
Oh, I mean, you'll get insurance for that. I mean, hopefully you got gap insurance. If you don't got gap insurance and that shit is leased or financed, bro, you fuck. You guys don't know what gap insurance is? They only cover up to like what the car is worth. But if you still owe money on that car, and they say the car is, if you owe $55,000 and insurance will only pay $35,000, you have to pay the rest. So if you have gap insurance, they pay the gap. See here. It says some insurance companies won't cover active guard. Bro, everything is an active guard, bro. That shit is wild, dude. That shit is... New York is looking crazy right now. I mean, it's just showing you how, like, our infrastructure is, like, dated at this point.
Yeah.
And they trying to expand this shit? I heard they was trying to expand Manhattan.
Expand Manhattan to what?
They trying to, like, build... They try to build, like... You know how, like, Dubai got, like, man-made fucking islands? They was gonna just continue Battery Park until like I think either a half mile or a mile. Oh, that shit crazy. You're gonna have motherfuckers like looking out their window and the Statue of Liberty is gonna be like right there. They can touch it. That shit's wild, man.
New York about to be like Venice, Italy real soon, bro.
Word.
The island sinking.
I don't know how to define the price.
Yeah.
Bro, New York is looking crazy right now. New York just killed Airbnb. So if you got Airbnb, if you got like apartments and shit that you rent out, you can't rent them shits out anymore. You're gonna have a whole lot of apartments coming up.
Really? They say you can't Airbnb in New York no more?
That's it. Yeah, they got rid of all short-term rentals. You can't short-term shit. So if you go to Airbnb and you put like New York City, you're only gonna get hotel rooms.
Wow,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, but they're saying the housing market is crazy because it's like not enough apartments and all that kind of shit. But like you think about it, like this only started happening once the migrants came in, bro.
Not enough apartment. There's nothing but apartments just available in New York City. What are they talking about, bro?
They need
Go to
apartments.
apartments.com right now. You see how many apartments. What they need to do is lower the prices down the motherfucker. They have people living in them. Them apartments too damn expensive.
I think that's what it is too. Is the pricing, because I heard like the national average like downtown was like $5,100. I'm like, bro, you can't to pay $5,100 a month. That is crazy. Do the math.
Yep.
If you got to calculate, do the math. 5,100 times 12. That shit sounds crazy.
Bro, they say you got to be making 70. They say you got to make 70,000 a year to live comfortably in New York City, just comfortably.
Bro, I make $70,000 a year. I don't live comfortably.
I would say 100. I would say 130, 140 to be like not worried about something. But 70,000, yeah, nah.
7,000 comfortably is like surviving.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, surviving.
Yeah, I'm surviving.
Barely. That's like you eating ramen noodles at least twice a week. Yeah, nah. New York is looking crazy right now. We looking like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Speaking about this shit, just boils my blood. Guys, how was your week, man? Soul Break, how was your week, man?
Not too bad. My cousin had surgery today, so he had neurosurgery. They found a mass in his head. Where he had a surgery, he came out okay, and so now he's in recovery. So, blessing in his brain.
Oh my god!
He had a benign mass in his head.
I don't know if it was benign, but they're gonna take it out. It was like causing seizures and stuff. So, and then
praying for his recovery.
Watch AHSOKA.
Shit, serious.
Thank you. Yeah. Watch some anime. Been taking care of this mutt over here. And that's it. Yeah, it's really about it. I mean, this weekend I'm gonna be going to a couple events. Tomorrow we're going to. My girl really likes garlic, so they have a garlic festival tomorrow. So we're gonna go to that and eat a whole bunch of garlicky foods.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of hot breath for that convention.
And then Sunday we're going to another event. There's a hot sauce festival.
Oh, lava ass.
So yeah. So it's back to back. You know, both ends are going to be
bad breath and then scorched booties.
Yeah. So
I would suggest like preemptive. Go ahead and like get like those little Pepto-Bismol tablets. Pop like a couple
get some Tums
before you eat. Yeah, man. We old now, dude. You got to do them just before you get the burns.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's pretty much about my week.
He said, "Mate, that must be the safest place in Earth forever." Out.
Word.
For real.
That shit is hilarious, bro. That's what's up, man. I'm happy that you out there chilling.
It's ridiculous out here. Yeah, you traveling to Brooklyn, bro. It's old for you.
Kinda, yeah. I was supposed to be on PTO this week, but I didn't have coverage, so I was working remote half days. So I was just like, yeah. But yeah, it was alright. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't crazy this week.
All right. And for me, before I start my week, man, rest in peace to Michael Gambit. Sir Michael Gambit, the guy who actually played Dumbledore, passed away, I think yesterday. So our condolences to his family.
I call him Angry Dumbledore.
Angry, yeah. I mean the second Dumbledore.
That's Angry Dumbledore. First Dumbledore was calm and shit. The second one Dumbledore came in, especially Goblet of Fire, the way he grabbed Harry Potter like he was about to choke him. Did you put your name in the goblet? I was like, oh shit.
He was definitely definitely a 9 on the attention scale, bro. Always. Always, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm thinking Harry Run, go, no, about to come after you, bro.
Yo, this is like the cast of Harry Potter is looking crazy right now. Like we need to protect Maggie Smith, bro. Like they all passing away, bro. Maggie Smith, I think, is the only one that's of the age that's still alive from the.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. This chick has been old forever, bro. Bro,
Morgan
God
Freeman
bless
old?
her.
Morgan Freeman old?
Yo, bro, if you remember Robin Williams?
Bro, she in fucking Hook? Yes.
She played Wendy. She was old Wendy. Grandma Wendy. Hook. She was old, bro.
Maggie's been 90 for 30 years. Yo, bro. Yo, show me a picture of Maggie Smith like before 90, bro. You won't find them.
Bro.
You will not find that.
She's been old forever, bro. Like it's
God
bless her, bro. She's
word. I've never seen like a young picture of her or Morgan Freeman, bro. I feel like he just started old. He's a female with Morgan Freeman. Yo, dead ass, bro. There's no lie. That's just all real shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's old, so there.
Yo,
man. You gotta protect her, man.
I just remember I said this is when Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman was young, yo, and she was old then, yo. Like damn. And Dustin Hoffman is old now. Shit, bro.
She fucking eating like infants and shit to stay alive and shit. Who knows? Bro? Vampire and shit. Man. Oh man, yeah. So as far as my week, man, nothing too crazy. We've been following the writers' strike, and you know they reached an agreement. No one knows exactly what the agreement is. There's like little things that popped up. Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, I'm shocked that they earned it. I know that there was a change as far as the writers' room. Normally, like when you run a show, you have like 3 people in the writers' room for like a couple hours. Now it's more or less like they have to get 8 hours at a time. So like now they're not like on some like scattered and shit. So it's kind of fucked up that they work like 1 day a week. So been following that shit. Watch The Changeling. Up to episode 7 on that. The show is like it's getting better and better as it's going. So I would definitely recommend The Changeling. Finish watching Reservation Dogs. The series finale premiered yesterday. Really good, man. They really like kind of crushed it from beginning to end. Like that whole entire like 4 seasons. Yeah, it's 4 seasons, right? I think it's 4 seasons. Solid shit, man. It really, you know, everyone had an arc and it ended and it's great. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that it ended and I feel like I didn't need more. What else did I do? I did watch AHSOKA. We did the watch party on Tuesday. That was a lot of fun. We definitely gonna get into that because me and Fresh was not. We had a lot of words for this episode. Other than that, I think. I'm trying to think. I'm sure if it comes up later, I'll bring it up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty chill. Nothing too crazy. How about you, Red? How was your week?
Like Oprah. Nah, I've seen Oprah young. I've seen young Oprah. So I have testimony of young Oprah. So it's not like Oprah. Maggie's in an old climate somewhere, man.
Oprah she has a face, right? It's like it's an old face. Like it's a big person that lost weight face. Like it just has that girth. Face girth.
Yeah, Maggie, I don't know. Oprah was young. Remember, Oprah was when she was young. She was like big. She was a big girl.
Was you seeing Color Purple?
Yeah, she was. She was a big girl in Color Purple too.
Yeah, she was a big girl. Yeah.
So you told Harper to beat me. Yeah. I remember that scene. Like, you told Harper to beat me.
Word, Oprah, man.
All my life I had to fight. But no, my week was kinda, it was good but crazy, but good. Didn't get to watch no movies today because New York was the weather was weathering out there, and and then my phone said flash flood warning. So I said, "Oh, we're not going nowhere. We're staying home." So I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to watch The Creator today, which is what I was trying to go out to see. So I'm gonna probably watch that Sunday. Let's see what did I watch. I finished The Chosen. I watched all 3 seasons, so now I'm waiting for season 4, which comes out in 2024. But then I also found myself Bible thumping on YouTube now, yo. So I watch a bunch of YouTube people talk about the Bibles and stuff like that. And my favorite thing right now to watch is debate. So I'm watching like atheist debates, debating against Christians. Man,
oh god,
it's some good arguments. It's some good arguments, yo.
That's get for trouble.
That's a lot of fucking. That's way too much energy for me, man. That's a lot of energy.
It's good arguments. Some good arguments, yo. I just sometimes just be chilling there. I wake up and I'm just eating my food. I'm eating my food, just watching them argue and shit.
Yeah.
It's very. You should try it. Just watch one, yo. Just watch.
Wait, what was the name of the show?
No, the show I was watching was The Chosen.
No, I'm talking about the other one. You said the atheist.
No, I'm watching on YouTube. It's atheists debating against Christians. So like they're debating like different stuff, like if the resurrection really happened of Jesus Christ, or they debate stuff like is God real, or is God a moral person, or something like. It's just different There's different topics, and they have like an atheist person and then like a Christian debating against each other about that topic.
It's like a show. I was watching a show that was similar to like that on YouTube, where they have like a group of people that's opposing sides. Like it will have like the left versus the right, and it will say like they'll have like a general question like, "Do you feel like abortion is whatever?" And then they'll step forward and they'll just debate.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I know what show you're talking about. It's when they in that back. That background is all dark and shit. And they stand in the background and they have like chairs in the forefront.
Yeah.
Like, if you agree with this, step forward, and then they let you talk about it. And after you talk about it, the people who disagree, they step forward. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the shit.
I can't remember the show name right now. I know what you're talking about though. And work was cool. Busy, I caught a lot of thieves this week, so it was, especially yesterday. Yesterday I caught like 3 in a day, bro. It was crazy.
These are thieving?
These are thieving out
here. I mean,
and then Wednesday was the craziest day, bro, because some homeless dude come in, right? Well, I don't know if he's homeless, but he could be faking homeless. But we're gonna say a derelict, just a derelict dude coming in the store. I'm letting him rock. He pushing a wheelchair, walking with a limp, got like another hand in like a cast or something like that, or a split, whatever that shit is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking in the store, and I'm telling him over. I say, "Yeah, you may want to watch this guy, 'cause I think he's about to steal." No. Lo and behold, he turns the corner where they don't see him no more. He takes the portable charges, put him in his wheelchair, and try to cover it with a blanket, yo. So I'm like, fucking guy. So I get up and I just, walk behind him. I'm like, bro, take it out your wheelchair and like get out the store. Yo, tell me why this dude had the argument back for me, bro. This homeless guy was on 100, yo. He was like, man, I ain't doing shit. I was stealing. Man, loud screaming. So I came into him like a 5, bro. I was like being calm and cool about like, just put the shit back and get out the store. So then he made me raise up to like I'm finally matching his energy. I said, you know what? Get the fuck out of the store right now. Yo, bro, I started flipping out. Get the fuck out of the store right now. He said, I ain't going nowhere. You better call the cops. I said, all right, I'll call the cops. So as I walked away to call the cops, he's like, you fat fuck. he's like, you fat fuck. And I'm like, all right, whatever. He said, they started calling me a house nigga. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm on the phone. And then after that, he started saying SMD.
Oh, nah.
3 times. SMD. Man, on top of his mouth. SMD. I put my phone down. And then I had the Eastern girl like, Jared, no. I put my phone down, walk over. I said, and I was like, suck your what? He said, yo, big man, chill, big man, chill. I'm like, nah, you leaving now. So I grabbed him.
I don't know, man. It's something about when someone says SMD, That shit, you say anything in the book, bro. The moment you say, yo, suck my, yo,
bro.
all bets are off, man.
Bro, I'm going him out the door. He's like, "How big man, chill." And then he throws himself on the floor. So like, I'm gonna stop and like leave him alone. Nah, I'm grabbing by his coat and I'm dragging him out. and it's looking like a horror. And he's screaming like he's in a horror movie. He's like, ah! Yo, he's screaming like he's in a horror. Ah! As I first go, pull out the doors, chuck them on the sidewalk. So white woman's looking. She's like, "Oh my god!" So he's rolling on the sidewalk. Then the other female Eastern guard, she had the wheelchair. She passed it to me. I took the wheelchair. I chucked it outside. The wheel rolled and hit him in the gullet. Threw his shoe at him and I closed the doors.
Damn, that's just crazy. You gotta, you know what? At the same, even though it's very tricky on like touching customers and shit, but like you gotta protect your job. See what the shit that's happening over at Target? They're closing that shit down on 117th Street.
Bro, they're closing. They're announcing they're closing a lot of Target stores in the U.S. and CVS's. They're closing a lot of CVS's in the U.S. too.
But the
theft is too crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly like, yo, damn, that's too crazy. Like you let them like steal shit, but at the same time, like now you're like, all right, we're gonna just close down.
Yo, and it's the same. And it's the same people that like, there's no like, oh, they're a big corporate company. You know, it's not hurting nobody. We feel it like. Now, mad people lost their jobs.
It's not dumb. Like in the insurance, it's not gonna keep on like the insurance is gonna be like, nah, we ain't paying for that shit. If it's like the insurance goes higher and higher every time they make a claim. So just imagine if they're at the top tier, they're like, nah, we good, and they're like, cool, we just close down. It's just fucked up because mad people about to lose their job before the holidays and shit. Like it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah,
people lose their jobs, and then people who depend on those like shops to as a convenience to get the things they need. Like CVS is a pharmacy. Now people are going to be out of a pharmacy to go nearby, to get the meds and shit.
I mean, a lot of people don't think about how like this affects the community. So like, okay, you have like a big store. Say you have a store like Best Buy in your neighborhood, or a store like Best Buy, Circuit City, Target, Walmart, whatever. You have a in your neighborhood. They're bringing. Though they're having people come in, they're also bringing additional revenue to the neighborhood because their employees that are there are going to branch out and they're going to go to wherever the mom and pop shop restaurants in the neighborhood or wherever whatever restaurants or other stuff in the neighborhood, they're going to go there to shop around too when they come out of work. So you losing a big store as those small shops are also losing a lot of foot traffic that them stores would have attracted to that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not a harmless crime. It's like this stuff really trickles down and it hurts a lot. So when a big store like Target closes in the hood, there's a couple of mom and pop shops that who had the Target workers were going there for their lunch breaks and stuff like that, making that money. They're not gonna have that no more. And then on top of that, the customers who would have been going there for Target and say, "Oh look, there's a shop right here we can get some food from." They're not gonna have that foot traffic over there anymore for those people to come over there and look at their restaurants and stuff like that. So it's like it really does affect more than just the big corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially like specifically that neighborhood is like predominantly like older folks. So you have like projects that's left and right of Target that really depends on like going to Target. There's elevator access. Old folks can go there. Without having to like overextend. Like overwork their bodies and shit. So it's kind of fucked up, man. Because it's, you got these lootings and shit that is running rampant, and cops don't want to. They ain't doing shit. Like you know what I mean? Like they grabbing these kids up and they getting released the same day, the next day.
Not to mention now, I heard some stores now they're getting rid of like stores in the malls. They're getting rid of like security companies are losing their stuff because. They're getting rid of security companies to now have like police officers stand in front of their stores in case people try to do snatching runs and stuff like that. They can have the cops there rather than having a security guard that can't really touch anybody, just watching people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. Urban Wildcat, man, are you like a supporter from like across the pond, man? Because our reach is going crazy, bro. I'm about to say, like, yo, shout out to you, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. I know it's what, like 3 o'clock your time? No, not even 3 o'clock your time. I think you guys are like 7 hours ahead.
Oh man, thanks for the support, bro.
I am, sir. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Thank you, man. That's cool. Yeah, we just a bunch of, average Joes over in New York. So 3:40, yeah.
3:40 a.m. Yo,
yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Trooping and hanging out. Oh,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that's
fine, you know what? To be awake at 3:40 watching us, you either have a night shift job, or you're like in your late teens, early 20s, because my ass be knocked out.
Yeah, man. I want to make a trip to London, man. I want to go back over to Europe. I went to Paris like a couple of years ago. I want to go out to London. I want to see London. I don't want to get stabbed though. I heard London is bad. They don't got guns, but they got mad knives. Word.
You live in the Bronx, and you worried about being stabbed in London?
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro. I guarantee you the Bronx is like 10 times more dangerous than London.
No, look, the first thing you landed up, you leave London. No, London is wild, bro, because the gun restriction is crazy. So like it's just nothing but knives, and everyone is trying to get something. Like I know, I get it. Yes, the Bronx is crazy too. He said, if you drive somewhere nice, like maybe I'll think about it, man. I gotta wear like layers and shit, because just in case I get stabbed, it won't go all the way through.
You gonna do jail? You gonna do jail rules? Wrap textbooks around your waist and stuff. Oh man, but nah, yeah. So
the Harry Potter series that's around your waist.
Yeah, yeah, that happened. You think I get in trouble? Nah, I told my manager what happened. He was praising the shit. He said, "Good shit." He said, "I fucking love it." He said, "Good shit. I fucking love it, man."
Listen, I heard some stories about what he used to do in the back room.
Listen,
people. So
listen, I don't know what
like,
you're talking about.
I'm not surprised.
We're very peaceful. We're a very peaceful place. I just escorted the guy outside the store. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, use the Ezra Force power.
Make sure he had stuff his coat on nice and tight. Pat him and be like, "Have a good day, sir."
Yeah, I was making sure his coat was on him right. You know what I'm saying? No, I just helped him out the store. That's all.
That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, I saw Elemental. That's a very good movie.
Yo, sleeper, bro. It didn't get no recognition.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it.
And it's definitely New York City.
Well,
it's low key New York City.
What did I watch finally? I watched The Flash. That's what I watched this week.
The Flash?
Like I knew there was something I forgot. The Flash. I didn't watch it. I just watched it this week.
Why would you torture yourself? I don't understand.
It was there. Me and my girl looking for something to watch. I wanted to watch Elemental, but she said she already seen like half of it and she wasn't too into it. So we were like, she wants to watch something else.
She bugging.
Like, all right.
She bugging.
So
you know what?
Listen to her. Don't watch it without her, bro. She's bugging. Watch it without her.
Yeah.
Yo,
that movie's good.
Yeah.
And if you don't tear up at the end, like a little, like, damn, that shit is like.
I don't want to spoil shit, but I was tearing up when it was like testing the stuff out, and they finally realized that, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I said, "Yo, I'm a grown ass man over here tearing up over cartoons."
Bro, it's crazy, bro. That shit
this is the second Disney movie that got hit me emotionally. The first one was Encanto, and now this one, like
that shit is low key, like like blending families and shit. Like it's real shit.
Yeah, man.
Dr. Umar would not like this movie.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't. He'll have the squint eye look like.
He will not like
that. You getting with this fire, chick.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, hilarious.
Nah, good movie. Got slept on. I'm mad that it didn't make as much money, but like I think streaming it did well.
It did. You know what it is? 'Cause I don't think it had any big names in it.
Yeah, I don't recognize any
There was
voices.
I didn't recognize anybody. There's no big name in it.
Yeah.
But
the animation was good. The animation was like it was different. It was different from what was it Pixar? It was a Pixar or Disney?
It was Pixar.
Yeah, it was different. It was different from.
I remember regular movie with no music, Pixar. If it has music singing, that's Disney.
I forgot your playbook. Wow. I forgot about that.
No, it's true. Disney make the musicals and Pixar make just the regular movies without the music.
He's not lying. There's no lie about it.
No, you're not lying. It's just, I never realized. Like,
wait, I think we had this conversation before. Was Coco Disney?
Coco was Disney.
All right, but it looks just like a Pixar movie.
It does, but they had music.
But they had singing.
He had performed. Yeah, he was performing in it.
That movie. That's
another sad movie. Okay, I forgot about Coco. You reminded me.
Ugly.
Three movies.
I had an ugly Kim Kardashian face, bro. Like I was melting, bro. That movie, because I had a grandmother that dealt with the same thing like his grandma. Like that shit hit home 100%. 100%. And when she was remembering things, like,
y'all gonna get at me. Okay.
When he's saying that,
you said, I haven't seen it. Hold on. What you said just now though. So she had Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Fucking shit, bro. That shit is gonna crush me too then if I watch it, bro.
Yo,
you never saw Coco?
Damn. No, I haven't.
Yo, you gotta do it. You gotta watch it.
It wasn't anything specific. Like I'm not gonna watch that. I just never got around to it.
Nah, you gotta watch this weekend. I mean, whatever the reason was, it don't matter. You gotta watch this.
I got you.
It doesn't really kill you throughout the movie about her condition, of her condition. It's the end when they kind of like showcase that.
Yeah,
that's when it hits you like, oh my god, and then he starts singing the song, bro. I was yo, when you have tears coming out in both tear ducts, like side and front, bro.
Nah, I definitely had like the Serena Gomez teary-eye face with it. When I was watching
you dealing with the emotion with family around, and you trying to be tough. So I'm just sitting there like yawning, like, acting like I'm like
I'm at the point I don't care. Y'all know me by now. Like
I was definitely the Will Smith Pursuit of Happiness where he's in the bathroom holding tears. That was me trying to hold the tears back. Like,
oh man, that's a classic right there. That shit hit me hard, bro. Pursuit of Happiness.
Yo, man. Yeah, man. That was my face when I was watching Coco and Encanto, and then this one, Elemental, man. Good movies, man. So, yeah, my week is good after that. Oh, by the way, Disney Speedstorm that I'll be playing is free to play now. So,
oh, finally, that shit was like $30 before, bro.
Yeah, they just released it.
Don't tell Stinky about it. Don't. It's a racing game. Don't tell him because he's gonna ruin it, bro. Wow. He's gonna ruin it for you, bro.
It's free to play though. It's free to play now. So
it's some Disney. It's like Mario Kart for Disney.
They're doing
like multiplayer.
They released it with the Aladdin season. So just now the Aladdin season dropped. So
you're looking that shit up on his phone right now. He's like, fuck your information. I'm gonna look that shit up and download it.
It's on Xbox, PlayStation, I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on Switch, but I think it's on Switch.
That's what's up, though.
Nah, I got Stinky in this one though. I got more.
Then let's do it.
I got more time on this game. I'm not gonna get dusted as easy as Mario Kart.
No, you give Stinky like a day, bro. He's gonna find the best wheels. He'll find the best setup and win.
Yeah, you gotta figure out your crew. That's the only thing about the game though. You got crew members. And you start off with one crew member, but as you progress, you unlock more crew member slots, and you got to figure out the right crew members to make your racer like go be good and be fast and shit. So you can figure out your crew member with your racer. Yeah, you be pretty beast on the track.
Shit.
So yeah, and that was my week. I don't remember anything else right now. So. I definitely got stuff to show y'all when off the air.
Oof. After dark?
Yeah, after dark.
Let's get it.
Got you, man. Caster, welcome. How's your week, brother?
What's good, fellas? How's everybody doing this week? Everybody
chilling,
good?
man.
It's my fault for the tardiness again. It's like all week.
Man, you always late.
got
Stop
me.
it.
Late, man. Not every week, but
Not
yeah,
every
man.
week.
I was. It's been a cool week. Been relaxing mostly. Shit been kind of dreary out here for everybody that's not in New York. Like it ain't been just today. Like this shit been crazy for a little
Just
bit.
like fucking. It's like we live in fucking Washington, Seattle, some shit like
Yeah,
that.
you said that the other day. Yeah, it's like
I definitely said that to my mother today. I feel like we're in Seattle.
yeah,
bro, it's raining every day,
wild.
bro.
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we need it, but this has been ridiculous. But yeah, it's been a pretty smooth week. Typical stuff. Just working. Kids back in school. They've been back in school. I heard a couple new things that came out, but I won't go into that. But as far as what I watched personally this week, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was kind of tight. I saw this show on Netflix called the I don't know if you guys seen the poster or thumbnail for it or whatever, but The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen that pop up?
Yeah, I was looking at it too.
Okay, so I just the other day I was like, all right, cool, this is something new. It looks interesting. I saw the little like lead into it that they automatically play. So I'm like, all right, cool. I went into it. That shit was so good, bro. Like it's Benedict Cumberbatch is the lead character, and then like just mad random people keep popping up like Ralph Fiennes and Dev Patel. Oh my god,
Voldemort, the guy who played Voldemort, right? Too.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes, yeah. And I'm trying to think of I forgot his name. My man's that ended up playing the fake Mandarin. Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley. There you go. So he's in it as well. And like it's a Wes Anderson directed film. So if anybody knows about like Wes Anderson films, that's really why I got engaged to it so quickly, because it's like the snappy, sarcastic, quick dialogue. And it's just different from anything I've seen. Like they start telling you a story about this guy, and everybody's telling you the story, but they just keep leading into other actors telling the story, and everybody's like just on point, funny, sarcastic, quick-witted, and they tell a story, but like it's only 40 minutes. So I'm not gonna lie, I got to the end and I'm like, fuck, like I wanted some more out of this shit, but it's complete. It's basically based on a story by Roald Dahl. So, you know, like Matilda, certain things like that for people that don't know Roald Dahl. But yeah, like it's very good. I really enjoyed it. It was way too short for my liking, but it's very enjoyable for the time frame that you watch it. And it is a complete story. It's not like anything's left out or it keeps you wanting. It was just a great cast and directed very well. So I kind of wanted a full movie out of it. But it was cool. I would definitely suggest if anybody got a few minutes to go watch something. Besides that,
that's definitely on my radar.
Yeah. Besides that, I haven't really watched too much stuff other than we did the watch party for AHSOKA on Tuesday, and yeah, I think that's about it that I really went through this week.
That's what's up. I saw a trailer with Bryce Dallas Howard and Henry Cavill at Argyle.
Argyle, yep.
I am on that shit. Like when that shit come out, I am going to see that fucking movie. I like when it's like a big ensemble of people, because you could tell like that means it's a good script, right? You have a whole bunch of people that you want to like go into it. It doesn't look like it's super serious, but it looks like it's the type of movie I will enjoy, and hopefully it's good. He looked like Duke Nukem though, with his hairstyle.
Yeah, we're right.
That shit is wild. So if you guys
his hair looks wild, bro, but I dig it.
Yeah, that shit looks good, man. There's a lot of good movies that's coming out, and I mean, when the actor strike is settled, you're gonna see a lot more like promotion and shit. Like these movies that's coming out, we don't know anything. Like if the directors are not promoting shit, it just pops up on our timeline, and you know it's there when we see it. But yeah, we did speak about
it. That didn't see it, like the trailer, like it also has John Cena and my man Sam Rockwell, and you said Bryce Dallas Howard, Samuel Jackson popped up in that shit. I'm like, oh nah, bro, I gotta see. Bryan Cranston, I think, is in it. It's mad people. Like, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah,
that's speaking of the actors thing, Because of the actor strike. Did y'all even know there was a Saw 10 coming out?
Bro,
No.
I just
I just saw that trailer earlier today.
I saw that shit yesterday, bro. I'm
At least I saw a trailer. I just saw when it said movie comes out today. I'm like, what? I didn't even know they were making this.
Me neither.
The last thing was the Spiral with Chris Rock. So I'm like, well, how the hell we get all the way back to Saw 10? What the hell going on?
It might be like a prequel type situation, because what I heard, it wasn't even a trailer I saw. It was something just like raving about this dude in this role. It's like, yeah, he's back to being who he is, one of the greatest like horror movie villains of all time type shit. Like they went crazy with the marketing. Like,
yeah,
so that's why I'm like, wow,
a lost case that they found a lost jigsaw case with high stakes or something, some crap like that. What the hell?
I'm assuming it's a prequel, probably from the beginning, to show you why he's really engaged in the shit like he is. But I'm interested though. I definitely want to see it. This first one that got me like really wanting to go see a Saw movie in a little minute, to be honest. So
yeah, I think the last. I'm not sure the number of this Saw, because it all blends
this is
together,
10.
right?
This is 10.
So like, but the one I've seen, the last one that I've seen was, I didn't see the one with Chris Rock. I didn't see Spiral. But I saw the one that there was a part where they dropped a lady in a whole bunch of like needles and shit. That was the last one I saw.
Damn, bro, that was like the second. That was like the second movie, bro.
That was the last one I saw.
I know that was because that was the last one I saw.
Damn. Okay, so I'm the furthest along there. I think I probably made it to like 6 or 7 though.
It's almost like Final Destination. Like, how many times can you kill someone? You know what I mean? So it's like and how many times this guy's gonna die? Like, and I think he died in this movie or some shit, right? He died at 2. I don't fucking know.
No, I think he died after that, but that's what it is. It's like they keep filling in backstory, and then you find out he had apprentices. So like that chick you're talking about, I believe, that fell into the shit, I think she was one of the apprentices. And then they had like another cop that came up in one of the other movies, a detective that was working with him on the side. Like, yeah, it was a lot of extra shit. So it kind of filled in. It might seem like it's like how long y'all gonna keep treading this, but the way they filled in the information to me from the ones that I saw after like 2 from where y'all guys left off, it seemed like they were trying to explain why or how he was able to do all of this, because he was like a sickly old man. It's like, bro, how is he catching all these people and setting all these people up and all that? So they kind of like filled in like who were the extra random players that helped him accomplish all of this.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I just know that pig man shit is
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, when that shit popped out of nowhere, like that shit always got me like, oh shit.
When the nigga took the picture, he was in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
No man, no thank you, man.
Damn. So y'all ain't go to see the one that they had at the Apple Store on 5th Ave?
No.
Y'all don't remember that one? They had a trailer where people were set up outside in that big glass display that they got in front of the Apple Store, and that's where they was trapped at, and they had to get out. It was like
they were trapping real people in the Apple Store.
Yeah, it was real people that were set up. It's like they was unveiling some shit, I believe. And when they unveiled everything inside that big ass display case they got outside, it was 2 people trapped in some type of scenario. And everybody in the streets was just watching these 2 people go at it, trying to get out of the fucking trap. That shit was crazy. I don't remember what number that was, but like, yeah, they've been wilding with these.
Yeah, I don't like doing that shit, because I'm semi claustrophobic. So like those places that have those escape rooms and shit, like I won't think clearly enough to get through shit. I'll use my gorilla panic and rip through drawers and some shit. I'll bash my way somewhere, bro. I don't like that shit. I don't like being stuck anywhere, bro. Even being in a train and the train stopping, it takes me a while to kind of like psych myself out and not like panicking and shit. Like, because I can breathe, right? I can see far from distance. I can see left and right. Like, just I don't know. Just it's a mentality thing. It's the mental shit. That's crazy, man. But yo, let's get into that writer strike, man. So we talked about it last Friday, and we said that there was negotiations happening, that it might be coming to an end, and it happened. Like 2 days later, we got news that they have a small deal. This deal is not like it's. I think it's only for like 3 years or something like that before they have to like kind of like redraw and have something more definitive. But now the writers can get back in and start writing shit and get these great content. We don't have the actors strike done yet. I mean, but that's gonna be coming along very soon.
Yeah.
So now there's a lot of news coming out. James Gunn is talking again and
repeating the same shit.
He's talking about the same shit. And like I wrote, it's funny because Fresh Prince was on my Twitter the other day, and he was like, "Yo, like he's just re saying the shit that you know, the characters is coming back." I'm like, "Yeah, we know this already. Like you didn't. It's nothing new." But like you have directors talking about what could happen. You have Patty Jenkins talking about what Wonder Woman 3 was going to be, and she was saying that Wonder Woman 3 was going to be something in the present day, which we kind of knew. But she said this was like this was a direct what was going to happen after the Flash, after Justice League is going to that's going to all kind of complement each other. Said that the movie included Batman in the movie as far as like just a supporting role, and I'm like, wow, that would have been fucking dope.
Patty.
Patty.
I just want to say right now, after Wonder Woman 2, we don't care.
Yeah.
we don't care. Pack you up, yo. You done, sis.
It's funny, right? I like to give directors a chance, right? Because Patty Jenkins is a great director, right? She's good. The reason why Wonder Woman 1 was so good is that it was already written, right? All she did was direct it. You know, it was kind of a Zack Snyder thing, and Patty was kind of like fixing it. That's why it has that kind of aesthetic of his universe. But the moment with Zack was severed and she wrote and directed the second one, it showed.
You got 84.
You got 84. It showed, bro. So if she was gonna be writing this one, I don't know, but like, you know, I try to like get excited about Ben. I'm like, that's why Ben kind of signed on to come back as Batman. Because they're like, hey, listen, you sign on, we bring you back for the Flash, we bring you back for Blue Beetle, we bring you back for Wonder Woman 3. He was like, fuck it, I'll take that money.
Yeah.
And now he got cut out of Aquaman. I'm like, yo, he was really like coming back.
We were robbed.
Robbed.
Scratch all that, man. I wanted my Ben Affleck Batman movie, bro.
With Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, bro.
He's gonna write and direct that shit, bro. Ben Affleck write and directing the Batman movie. What? Where do I go, bro? How do we not let this happen? Yo, that's crazy, yo.
Yeah, it's you know, it's hard for me to kind of like move on, like, you know, like I try to move on. I'm like, all right, cool, we got what we got, and we get to keep that. It's over, whatever. But then there's like these stories come in,
whispers.
It's like, damn, can you leave us alone, bro? It's like, I really wanted to see. Yo, I could remember the first time that Ben Affleck on his phone fucking spoiled like the whole Deathstroke walk-in scene. I'm like, oh my god, that shit looked fucking sick, and nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like, and he had a whole big thing. And I think, to be honest, it was a lot of studio kind of involvement into that situation, as well as the fans kind of like bothering about it. Like, hey, they could never ask him about anything else. It was like, hey, what's Batman? What's Batman? There was a lot of pressure. So he was like, I'm kind of out of this. You know what I mean? Because Justice League kind of like left a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, fuck it. Like, let someone else do it. And Matt Reeves came in and said, I'll direct it. And I remember Ben Affleck tweeting, like, welcome to the Batcave. I'm like, you know what? This might be good, because Matt Reeves is an amazing director. He revived Planet of the Apes, right? Like, we didn't really care about the first one.
Yeah.
He came in, he did the last two. This shit is amazing, right?
And they are connected.
They are connected, right?
The Mark and Mark shit, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. Whatever. And then he was like, yeah, I want a younger Batman. Oh, cool. So that means Batman's gonna tell a story, it's gonna be a prequel. Nah, we rebooting Batman. I'm like, what? Even though we got a really good Batman with Robert Pattinson, it was not the best, but it was a good movie as far as a Batman movie, right? Got me excited.
Set up a universe if that's what they're gonna do.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think that Batman movie was like the truest to Batman out of all Batman movies. Cause it was legit a detective like ass movie, bro. It was like Batman had to use his brain and like really figure out shit. It wasn't like shit like, oh, where did the bullet angle come from here? No, he really had to figure out riddles. He had to figure out crime scenes. He had to figure out all kinds of stuff. He had to find evidence. He had to talk to witnesses and put pieces together and shit. That was the truest Batman movie out of all like Batman movies. But A lot of people is still gonna say Dark Knight is better just because of Heath Ledger Joker. But to me, that was like the realest Batman movie I've ever seen.
I will compare it to like a BBC version of Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch, right? That was really like work. Then you had Ben Affleck, that was like the Robert Downey Jr. version of fucking Sherlock Holmes, where I respected them both separately, but I knew the Batman was more like heavily focused on just straight up like Batman brawling. That's what I like. But like it's
like Ben Affleck was the Batman comic books. Like the Batman, when you have Batman and you see him fighting the Court of Owls and stuff like that. You got that with Ben Affleck, and then Matt Reeves was giving you Detective Comics. He was giving you Detective Comics Batman. That's the best way I can sum it up.
You're right, bro. You're right.
And to be honest, they could have both worked in the same, like it could have been an Elseworlds kind of thing, like make the Snyderverse kind of an Elseworlds thing. Let them continue doing their own shit. Like there's mad Superman projects, there's mad Batman projects. Like why not? Like just, but like with James Gunn, like I'm really trying to like focus and make sure that just not make sure, but just be more like optimistic with James Gunn. Like, all right, cool. That we haven't seen anything that he done, so I can't condemn him from anything, right? But as far as his choices on keeping certain characters and saying that it's a reboot, soft reboot, but then you say, all right, cool, we got Peacemaker coming back, we have Amanda Waller, then we have Blue Beetle, which we heard that Blue Beetle was a part of the new branch off. But he said anything that happened after was it Commandos? What's the cartoon that's coming out? Creature Commando. Anything that's after that, from that is canon. Everything else before that is canon. So even the Blue Beetle shit and the Peacemaker shit is gonna be different kind. It's a different version of them, not part of that old shit. So
I'm gonna have John Cena Peacemaker, but it's not gonna be the same John Cena Peacemaker from the first season. It's gonna be a different Peacemaker.
And that's the confusing part. That's the confusing part because it's like, how is it not canon? So is this gonna be like a refresh of Peacemaker? Like it kind of, I don't know. That's why it's not really clear for us as the audience to know like what is he trying to do? Yeah. But I'm sure there's a lot of things he want to talk about, and they're probably telling him he can't talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's probably killing him. He's like, damn, I really want to tell, because he's the first to tell you something.
Well, who's telling him he can't? He's in charge of everything now on the DC side, man.
He's in charge, but is he really in charge?
Yeah, but right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got Peter Safran that's probably like, nah, don't say nothing. You have his bosses, right? And he's not trying to fuck some shit up. They recently got a new studio, so all the movies are being done over at London at the DC Studios studio line. Nice. So they don't have to worry about like, location. That's pretty dope because I don't think Marvel has their own shit. I think they use.
I mean, they got Atlanta.
They rent them out, but these are like owned by WB, so that's pretty cool. That's cool. They have. So don't have to worry about like scheduling between other movies that's taking those lots. But yeah, I just don't know exactly what he's trying to do. He didn't mention Wonder Woman, so we just kind of know that's going to be a dub.
I mean, who are you going to have?
Did he say she was coming back?
He did say.
I thought it was confirmed that she's coming back.
She said that she was coming back.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought he said that. I thought he confirmed it too.
Who is he really going to have?
Well, the discourse was that she had a conversation with him, and she said that he had a conversation with James Gunn. And he's like, "You're our Wonder Woman," but we never heard James Gunn say it like to the audience.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
So he also said that Ben Affleck was going to direct something for DC, and Ben Affleck also says, "I'm never directing anything for you guys." He was
I did him dirty. I don't know why would he expect Ben Affleck to come back and direct something.
Word, like
he did me dirty, bro.
How many? Just in case, if there's a chance that you get Ben Affleck back, which is going to be like that's a stretch. If he ever comes back and whoever directs Batman, please not reframe him. Please stop telling him to smile when he's in a cowl. That shit kills me. Whenever you see Batman smile, bro, I'm like, takes me out of it.
Even Ben knows it's wrong for him to smile behind that cowl. You know how crazy? Just him leaving, bro. and say you don't have nothing to do with Batman is crazy because he's one of the biggest Batman fans ever.
Exactly. Dude,
and for you to make him not want to be Batman,
that's crazy.
Like, yo, you
No,
can tell
dude that built his own Batcave don't want to be Batman no more. Fucked up.
The best, most screen accurate Batman. You have him. It's not like he passed away that we have to recast. He's there. He's available. But yet you don't want him. Henry Cavill. The best looking Superman. Yeah, I don't want him. I'm like, damn, bro. I saw someone post on Twitter saying, I don't want to say his name. Post said the new Superman. He said his name something. Patrick
Cornholio.
Cornholio. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to. I swear to God, I didn't want to disrespect the dude. That's the first thing I saw.
Man called him Beavis and Butthead Cornholio.
I think it's Corn Sweat. I think it's Patrick Corn Sweat, something like that. And he goes like,
no disrespect.
He said someone said like he's my Superman. I'm like, yo, how do you say he's your Superman? You haven't really
seen him in Superman
yet.
Nothing yet. Like that's like mad disrespectful to like other Supermans beside Henry Cavill. Like every Superman that played him, even fucking Dean Cain's whack ass.
Man, what did Dean Cain do to you?
I was about to say, like,
what the hell, bro?
Why you attack my man like that? We have Terry Hatcher as Lois, bro.
She was a good one. She was a good Lois.
That was the best Lois Lane. I don't give a fuck what anybody.
Yeah, bro.
She's the Lois Lane. How Lois Lane should be looking, yo.
I can't find anything on this passive person. I don't
Terry Hatcher.
Just put new Superman. You find it, but I think it's Patrick Cornsweat. Yeah, bro.
Patrick Cornsweat. Yeah, Cornsweat. Sweet.
No, that's Sweat. Cornsweat.
David Cornsweat.
You fucking me up, David.
I don't know what his name is like because
it's Patrick, bro. You looking at his brother?
Yeah. David Cornsweat.
Patrick.
Yeah,
David
Cornsweat. No, David Cornsweat. Just type in Superman Legacy, bro. It'll pop up.
Yeah.
David Cornsweat and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Girl
I mean, I'm looking forward to Legacy. I want to see Legacy. I want to see.
Oh, it's Cornsweat.
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 Yeah, man.
Oh shit. Chick that's
who's this Lois Lane? Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
I knew Brad was gonna be like, nah.
Why they always disrespect Lois Lane, bro?
I don't know, bro. Hawk Girl should have been Lois Lane. Like from me looking at these pictures.
Oh yeah,
the chick that played Shorty that played Dora the Explorer live action.
Oh yeah. Mercer, right?
Mercer. Yeah, Isabella Mercer. Yeah. She should have been Lois Lane. But I'll take her as Hawk Girl though. I like that.
They might as well brought Amy Adams' ass back, for this case. Oh, bro.
Yeah, God gives and God takes, man. We can't get them both good.
Hold on. Samara Weaving is in this shit and she's not Lois Lane? I gotta double check it.
Yeah, James Gunn and his casting is kind of like he likes to pick like the random folks to play these characters. So I mean, listen, if he feels very comfortable and confident about writing and directing a Superman, he must have a really good script. He will. I think it's gonna be good. I believe there was a leak saying that that it was supposed to be like him versus the Authority, and the Authority is trying to stop him from intervening in some Middle Eastern affairs and shit. Like he was supposed to do something there. Yeah, and they were supposed to stop him from doing that, and that was going to bring the Authority in. I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. It's different, right? But let's see. I don't know. That was a rumor a long time ago. That was like a year ago, some shit. So I'm
trying to give the dude some type of benefit of the doubt, especially being in the fact that his father passed, and hearing his statement saying that like once he delved into that, that's what helped him unlock writing a story about Superman. So to me, I hope that that's what they follow, And I'm not really worried about the authority like that. I'm worried about you making Superman who Superman's supposed to be.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not gonna. Like you said, I'm not gonna wild out and say this is trash because even with like Man of Steel, there was really like little to no promotion about Man of Steel because Superman Returns left a lot of a bad taste. So they heard about a new Superman project. It's like I don't really care too much because I remember the first photo they released of Superman is like he's behind a fucking one of those vaults and shit, like the vault. And I'm like, that doesn't really look too good.
It was in front of the vault. It was after he crashed into the bank vault from the Ferrero punch.
Yeah, that was the very first image that they showed. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how that looks because it kind of like covered his face a little bit. But then when the trailer came out, I was like, I need to see this. And I remember me, Red, and I think Freddie went to go see that shit the weekend of, and bro, we was blown away. Blown away. I was holy shit. And that movie came out like 15 years ago. Shit is crazy, man. But yeah, it sucks, man. But
I did like Brandon Routh though. For everybody that be shitting on Superman Returns, I'll put that on Bryan Singer though. I still like Brandon Routh. That's Superman.
Bro, they gave us a Superman movie where he didn't even throw a punch, bro.
He didn't throw a punch in that movie?
No, he didn't throw a punch in that movie, bro.
He's gonna rethink that shit. Like, I don't know if this is good.
Okay, look.
I still like his portrayal, but
I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, the first time we see Superman, he saves the plane.
He comes back from the plane, right?
He saves the plane from crashing. The next time we see him, it's him just flying in space and he's stopping people from like doing random crimes, but he's not punching them or anything. Like he stopped the guy. He had the guy shoot the bullet in his eye and everything.
In his eye,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next time we see him after that,
was it on the island? Is that
I
the next
think
time we
it's
see
the
him?
island where he lifts up the kryptonite island and he gets stabbed with the kryptonite and he lifts up the whole kryptonite island and shit.
Oh shit! This nigga.
And then other than that, he stopped the different disasters from before the kryptonite island, he stopped different disasters in the city. That. And then he went to see Luthor. He got stabbed with the kryptonite. He got beat up. They were beating him up, kicked him in the water, and that's when he went and they took the plane, took the shit out his side, and then he went and lifted up the whole island, threw it in space, passed out, hit the ground, was in the hospital, woke up, and then that's the end of the movie.
my man broke this shit down in 30 seconds.
Bro, he did it. He did
that
it.
Shit is facts though. As
he didn't punch. He did don't punch the whole movie.
That's ridiculous. Wow.
I said, I don't know. My Superman didn't throw a punch the whole movie. He didn't fight nobody. Nobody got fought. I don't know. It was some cool shots though. That plane scene was fire. I ain't gonna when he stopped the plane from crashing into the baseball field,
into the stadium. Yeah,
that shit was fire, bro. I ain't gonna knock it. Lifting up that whole Kryptonite Island, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
They didn't give him a real. They didn't give him a real enemy to fight, bro. You gotta give him an enemy to fight.
Yeah.
You had Kevin Spacey and Kumar.
Yeah, I like them too, though. That's the thing. I like them too.
I'm not mad at Kevin Spacey. He was a good Luthor, but you should have had him in the suit. Put him in the suit. Put him in the Luthor suit. Have him fight. Have him duke it out or something.
Yeah.
Cyclops doing nothing, playing the jealous stepdaddy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. He turned out X-Men to do this shit too. I think he turned out X-Men. I think he turned out coming back to X-Men to do the shit, the Superman movie.
Wow. But in a way, I don't blame him though, because it's like what he went through in the X-Men shit. Just like fuck it, shit can't be.
Yeah, they did do him dirty in X-Men, bro. The whole time he was just.
Nah, they definitely did.
The whole freaking movie series, he was being a simp for Jean Grey, bro.
Yeah,
all the way to the third movie.
Yo,
and I'm not the biggest Cyclops fan, but nah, y'all put some respect on this man.
Yeah, they simped him out.
Right.
Yo.
Jesus.
So with the writer's strike ending, there's a lot of news coming out, but we also got to funnel out a lot of the bullshit that's been coming out. But there's a lot of people talking about how Marvel is fast tracking X-Men. They are fast tracking it. They haven't announced any writers, but the writers are going to start penning X-Men because I think that they want to get X-Men out the way. And because they want to get a lot of properties out the way, and then they're gonna possibly reboot everything after the last Avengers movie, because that's what they want to. They want to like do a clean slate and start fresh and bring in a new Iron Man and all that kind of shit. So
bro, I'm gonna learn script writing so I can help these niggas out, bro.
That's why I try my best, man. I've been writing something little by little, like I have a whole entire thing.
Oh, you've been writing a script? You writing a script,
bro?
Oh shit!
That's why that's one of my bucket lists is to get into the to get into the association, get into the union, to be a working writer.
John Shakespeare over here. Let's go, bro.
Word. I'm trying my best, bro. It's hard. It's hard to kind of like make things into like. I'm just writing it as I go. Then I'll have like someone else, break it down into like a format of a show, whatever they want to do. But yeah, man, there's a lot of shit that.
So you're trying to do a treatment then, basically.
Yeah, I'm doing treatments and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing too crazy. This is more or less like loosely based on my life and shit. But it's there. It's like it's a diary that turned into a script. There's also rumblings of Supergirl casting news, and they're saying that James Gunn is looking at Millie Bobby Brown as Supergirl.
Oh my Jesus God, yo, cut this shit, bro. Cut this shit. Hold on.
Yo,
no, he gonna try to cut this shit. Yo, cut the shit, bro. We just had the perfect fucking Supergirl in this past movie, bro.
Bro, they don't give this girl another movie.
Give her a chance. Go ahead, Red. Like,
nah, I'm not. No hate on Millie Bobby Brown, right? Because she's a grade 11. Nah, I don't see it, bro.
Hell no, bro. No.
She's a grade 11, but like, bro, nah. Like her Noya Holmes was decent.
She wrote it.
It was decent, but like
makes sense.
Well, come on, bro. Like, nah.
Give us this chick from the Flash, please.
She was good. She was good.
She was.
They fucked her over, bro. If you was to count the minutes that she was in this movie, 10 minutes.
My God.
10 minutes. She's only in the movie for 10 minutes.
And
bro, she killed it. And she killed it.
She did though.
Her and Michael Keaton was the reason that made the movie watchable.
Yep.
They were the two reasons that the movie was watchable.
He ain't lying.
It wasn't for them two. The movie would have been a total disaster. It would have been complete trash.
My shit.
And I saw all the bad CG you guys have been talking about. I was like, yo, this is so terrible.
Yeah,
terrible, bro. And it pisses me off more that he's saying that anything that's before Creature Commandos is not canon. Then it's like, why would you fuck with the other movies? Like,
exactly.
You could have left it as is, and it would have been that's it. Mm-hmm. Like, why did you fuck with the continuity and made fucking Aquaman a fucking drunk and George Clooney the fucking Batman Prime? Like, why would you do all that? For what? If it doesn't pay off, like, you should have just left it alone. I don't know if it was just him or the execs. I'm sure
thinking it's execs, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to blame him.
That shit is stupid.
Yeah, like it's dumb. Like, you should have made Aquaman a fucking drunk, bro.
There was no point for that scene at all. Everything I wanted to do, you couldn't give Clancy Clemens another scene as Iris. Like, if we really talking about just adding shit on to add it on, like, you could have gave her some more shit. That's I don't know, man. This shit that's
I don't know how you make Aquaman a drunk. He's been drinking since Justice League and he hasn't been drunk yet. So now he's a drunk in the Flash. Like, come on.
Word.
Like,
clearly alcohol doesn't
their
affect
metabolisms are supposed to be way higher, bro. That's the point.
Yeah.
People call him a drunk just because he can tolerate it.
He was a functional fucking drunk.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
He saved the dude and fucking drank and went back in the water like he was chilling.
Yeah. Bro, like,
he's a metahuman, bro. Like, he shouldn't be getting drunk off like regular man's fucking liquor.
Regular man fucking liquor.
Yeah,
it's true, though. Oh, he's right though. A beer should be like soda for him, yo.
You need to be drinking shit made for the God, bro. Yeah, bro. Like some Atlantean fucking liquor will probably get him fucked up. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's wilding, bro.
Do they even drink underwater?
It doesn't make. No, I don't think they drink underwater.
Not too many.
They got air bubble areas down there.
Man's just mad hype. Like, yeah, me and my partner.
They gotta hydrate somehow.
Like a 55-page.
They're hydrated 24/7.
Yeah, word. That shit never made sense to me, but like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I think, and it's funny because they in a Justice League movie, they made it where, you know, the Atlanteans made like an air bubble, right, where they was able to talk, right? Because like, how do you talk without having the, you know, the sound, the you know, just like breathing? It just, I don't know. It didn't make any sense, like as far as the movie aesthetic. But you know, it's whatever, man. Like, DC's gonna DC, bro. At this point in time, they are neck to neck with Marvel. Because Marvel doesn't know what they're doing. DC, they don't know what they're doing. So hopefully by 2025, we get some new shit. Hopefully. Because right now, there's nothing promising
than DC does right now.
Bro,
Way better
they can announce a Denzel Washington playing Magneto. I wouldn't care. Because I'm like, you're not going to do him justice.
I feel you. I'll be hyped, bro. But yeah,
the biggest actor right now that Marvel can take right now, and I would not give two fucking shits.
Nah,
because
Denzel Washington Magneto, I think that low key slaps. Though.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit is fire, bro. That shit is
fucking slaps. Yeah.
No,
bro. I've been waiting for that.
The casting was slap, but with his line delivery was slap.
Yeah,
the writing
of the character.
I think Denzel will just take the line over though.
Word, right? Nah,
if they let him do whatever you want,
you're gonna see Trading Day Denzel come out here. You mutants, huh? You think you can do this shit to me? I'm the master of magnetism. You think you can do this shit to me?
I just don't trust. I don't trust the writers. The writers haven't been hitting. The writers haven't hit, bro. The writers are not. They're just trash, bro.
You said that's right. I'm opening case. All of you. Your mother's EKG machine. I'm gonna stop that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Charles. I'm gonna stop that shit.
Your pop pacemaker done.
For
you
me,
think I play? Y'all won't have no electricity. EMP.
24-hour lockdown.
I'm a straight character role right now, and I can see it too.
Oh man, yo.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like you have these good actors, bro. Like these actors that are fucking like award-winning, Oscar nominated or Oscar winners, and like they get a Marvel script and it's like A B C D, like you know, like llama red pajama, like some bullshit shit, bro.
Nah, for real.
But I mean, low key, that's what the people want because they gave him. Let's look at the first Thor movie, right? You got a real sophisticated Thor story.
Shout out to Kenneth Branagh.
With Kenneth Branagh, he did a great. To me, I love the first Thor. The people hated it. People hated it. They said it was too Shakespearean. It was too this. It was too that.
That's supposed to be, Colin.
Now you got Goofy Thor. Now people hate that too. They got Goofy Thor that they wanted, and now people hate that too. They don't know what they want.
After watching, see, but the thing is, like, I didn't like the Thor movie, the first one, at all. But until I saw Love and Thunder, I liked the first one.
You know what's crazy? You don't like the first Thor? That was, to me, that's the best one out of the whole freaking series.
Exactly. It
that's the best one out of the whole series. That was a true Thor story. That story in that movie actually happened in the comic books.
Right.
Where Odin banished Thor from Earth. Banished Thor to Earth so he can learn humility and respect. That actually happened.
It was the blonde eyebrows for me though. But I'm glad it fixed that.
I'm glad it fixed that. I guess it's because he's playing in Norwegian, so you know they're blonde.
I just really wanted my Beta Ray Bill versus Thor fight.
Well, it happened and they fucking cut it. That was the thing. Beta Ray Bill. he was gonna be part of one of the champions in Ragnarok.
Yeah, in Ragnarok, right?
That's Taika Waititi's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Taika, man.
We'll
Taika,
cut
Taika.
that so we can fit 1,000 more jokes.
Yo, Taika, they said, yo, Taika, just Taika. And then he just, the next one, he just went all in. Like, he has a
I don't
new
think
movie
he's coming
out.
back. I don't think he's coming back though.
He's coming back now.
I
He's
don't
coming back.
I don't think Hemsworth want to work with him.
Nah, he definitely said, like, I'm not working with no more, what he said, mad geniuses or some shit like that. Like, he made a specific quote, like, not working with none of them ever again.
I don't think
like,
Hemsworth want to work with him. So
yeah,
I don't
that
know.
seemed like a shot, bro.
Yeah, I mean, people love Ragnarok, right? And the reason why Love and Thunder became a thing is because people would love Ragnarok. Like, those fans are the reason why Love and Thunder exists. Because you guys wanted that. You guys wanted the jokes and shit.
I mean, I was happy with Thor 1. I was good.
Mm-hmm.
I was quite content.
Nobody's talking about 2. Nobody's talking about 2 though.
I mean, 2 wasn't that bad. Like, the way people try to say, if you label it like to everything else, yeah.
The story, to me, the story of 2 wasn't bad. It was just the villain. The villain.
Yeah, the villain was trash.
The villain was trash. If 2 had a better villain, it would be the story would slap. Everybody would be praising 2.
Yeah,
but the villain of 2 was just whack. That's all it was.
It was unnecessary, pretty much.
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He has a litany of fucking villains you could have used to be the fucking, it's not like this shit was like canon to a comic book. You could have put anybody in that position, and it would have just worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think the setup was good. It's just the writing was bad. Like, they could have kept everything they kept about it. It was just there was no emotion to that shit whatsoever.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Patty Jenkins was actually the person that was going to direct that movie at first, and then they moved her out.
Who ended up directing that? Because I don't even think I ever checked.
I don't fucking know. I think it was one of the guys from Game of Thrones. One of the Game of Thrones directors.
Don't do that, bro.
For the Dark World, it was one of the directors from Game of Thrones.
Not D&D. You talking about one of the staff directors?
Nah,
it was Alan Taylor.
Okay, what episodes did he do in Game of Thrones? Does it say?
Alan Taylor. I should said Taylor Swift. No, that's not what I put. Alan Taylor. I don't know. May have someone else fact check that. But yeah, I mean,
no, just put director Thor: The Dark World and he'll pop up.
Yeah, well, I have one of you guys down there do the fact check for me. Let me see.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I gotta let y'all know. I'm sorry. This is the first couple things I've seen. The Sopranos. All right, good. Then it went into Sex and the City, Mad Men, Game of Thrones. But then it's like Thor: The Dark World, Terminator Genesis.
Oof.
The Many Saints of Newark.
Oh yeah, he had some bombs. He had some bombs.
Yeah, my man has some.
The Many Saints of Newark was good. I like that. It was just not like.
What was that about?
It was like a Sopranos.
Oh, that was with the young. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Main Saints, but he does have some bombs on his belt.
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones, the episode he did, it was like one of the big episodes, right? It was like one of the Battle of the Bastards.
It says
right?
Directing 7 episodes, including the critically acclaimed season 1 episode Baylor. I don't know off the top of my head which episode that was, but
I think Thor: The Dark World was his best movie.
Damn.
It might be because Terminator Genesis, Jesus.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis was bad.
Yeah.
Thor: The Dark World was his best movie.
The Emperor's New Clothes?
And that's probably because Kevin Feige was the one in control of that shit, really.
Right? Oh no, this is not even that. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I never even heard of this.
Oh, did you guys hear about the Marvels? The director for Marvels?
Hear what? What about?
What happened to
that?
She said that.
Okay, I think it's taken out of context. But go ahead.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean,
but yeah, let everybody know what she said.
So I'm paraphrasing right now, but she pretty much said that the Marvels is pretty much like a Kevin Feige. He directed the movie. Like it's his say, and whatever the cut is what is done. Like whatever reshoots. Like I don't really get to direct. I mean, not that she really get direct, but she just had like he has the final say, and I think that we kind of knew that because he does the final say for a lot of shit.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it's called out of context.
But
because she said she knew that going in.
But at the same time, you could say that's out of context, but it's still saying it. Like the words in that constructed, it comes off as like, it comes off as a deterrent for like new directors coming in, right? Like, do they really want to work with Marvel if they know that their vision may not be fulfilled, right? If Kevin Feige is going to be like, because there's certain movies that certain directors that he allows them to kind of do what they want. Like James Gunn was able to do whatever he wants. I think Taika Waititi, looking at that movie, it looked like he did whatever he wanted.
I think they had to get to that point though. So I think if this one is a success, if she does another one, it'll probably be the same situation where she'll be able to get to do whatever she wants to do.
Possibly.
But the only reason I'm just saying I think people are taking out of context because what people are not mentioning and what everybody keeps saying, oh, she said this, but people are not mentioning the fact that she says, I already knew this coming into it. Like, so it's like her explaining, she's answering a question that somebody asked her. So it's like they're taking certain points and being like, oh, she said this, but in full context, she also said, yeah, I knew that's what it was going to be coming into this. So she's explaining it. But she, and then what a lot of other people are not picking up out of the quote also is that she said, yeah, like, I also was shocked about how many middle-aged white people are just sitting, middle-aged white men particularly, asking me like my opinion or like letting me do what I want to do. Like she was also shocked about that aspect of it. So that's why I'm saying I think people are taking it out of context because they're hitting that one quote that she made about Feige, but they're not adding everything else into it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it that way, but I also could see it where I don't think Kevin Feige wants his name to be brought up like that. Like it comes up as a negative. Like, yeah, I came into this knowing that. Like, I don't think that Kevin wants people to know like directors can't be directing because it's he has the last say.
Isn't that movie like a Kevin Feige production though?
I mean, that's like
common sense.
Ant-Man, the first director left Ant-Man, the one
Peyton Reed, yeah.
He didn't want to.
Edgar Wright,
because he wasn't going to be able to direct it the way he wanted to direct it, so he left.
Yeah, I mean, it comes up as a deterrent, like deterring a lot of people, like not wanting to work with Marvel if you say like I know coming in, I know that this is not going to be my movie. That's kind of like it comes off a little shady. It's just a little shady. It comes off a little bit. But it like you said, Kevin Feige is the Kevin Feige production, so he's the one that's taking the risk.
I can understand, but at the same time, it's like you're making sure the movie come out the way you want it to come out. Though it's like you give the director the free reins, and you might get a product that you don't even want. Right. So if you in the beginning stage, especially in this beginning stage where you're trying to build a universe and you want everything to be cohesive, I can understand you grabbing more control and saying, "Hey, look, I want the movie to be like this. This is how I want you to shoot it." Blah 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 blah, like that, and keep it moving. If you don't want to do it, we just find a director that will do it.
So based on like Marvel, like this is like deep cut shit. So based on their recommendations or their kind of like ask is when a production is starting and filming is starting, whatever that was filmed needs to be submitted the same day for review. So like whatever you record is sent in for review. They look at it, Kevin Feige looks at it, and they'll go ahead and give it like critiques or whatever. Or if they don't do that, they wait until the director directs the whole entire movie, right? They always put a budget in for reshoots. They do the movie, then they submit it, and then it goes through like screen tests and whether or not like if people are critiquing like this is not the pacing is bad, whatever, then they go back into the reshoots, and that's when we get like a lot of like wonky shit. like actors' hairdos are not the same. Like it looks a little weird because it's been 6 months since he played this role. So he has to go back into it, and the hairdresser has to make sure shit is correct and shit. So it's a lot of maneuvering. That's why a lot of people don't want to like do these superhero movies, because they know that they can give 9 months of their life to this project, but in all reality, with the reshoots, you're looking at a year and a half.
Yeah,
like they can't do shit. They can't gain weight. They can't fucking bulk up. They have to look the same.
That's what Michael Shannon said when he played Zod. It was a year of his life he gave to playing General Zod.
Yeah, it's especially if the screen test is good and it doesn't require reshoots, then they all good in the hood. They could just chill. I was reading something online that they say that AHSOKA, they went through reshoots, and that's why episode 7 looks kind of weird, because episode 7 was kind of something new, and Balin's character was a little off. Like I said we said it in the show, like he was saying things that was out of character. And I was like, oh shit, and he kind of looks different too. Like the shading and everything else. I'm like, yeah, it looks like it was a reshoot. So it looks like something else was done and they took it out and then they reshot it. I'm like, oh fuck, man. They was saying that rumors were that instead of 3PO, it was supposed to be 3PO and Leia coming in as a with the face AI shit. And then people didn't like the way it looked. It was like it was off-putting, and they just removed it and reshot it with just 3PO.
Okay.
So that shit was lit though. He said, I don't have to give you my name. You know who I am. How rude. How rude. You know who I am. I'm like, who the hell
I got excited when 3PO popped
That was about shit though.
He said, who don't know C-3PO? Yo? How dare you?
Famous out here. What you talking about?
My man made every appearance, bro. I think the only appearance he didn't make was like the Solo movie. That was it.
I think they're saying it wasn't Anthony Daniels. I heard some people saying, man.
It's somebody
physical.
No, they said it was him.
It was? Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, because I think New Rockstar said it wasn't him. And then I saw something today, and it said that he came back as he voiced and did the.
That's what I thought, because I said it during the reaction. I could have been wrong, but I'm like, nah, his movements and everything, nah, like that's him, bro. Like that's what's up.
Yeah.
Brought him back.
Anyways, man, that was. I don't even know how we got here, but
when Chop was ready to turn up, he said, "You supposed to take the word of some droid." Chop was like, "What? Nigga, what?"
Chop rolls up and throw hands.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Chop is a war criminal. Y'all better keep a lookout, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna need. I know that he's saying things, right? And we can understand what he's saying, right? But it's not really audible, right? I think we need to have like a voiceover that will say shit that we would normally say. Like something like
I ain't gonna hold you. I think when it comes to that droid, bro, whatever we think he said, that's what he's saying, bro.
That's what he's saying, bro. Yeah,
bro. I ain't never, he's the only droid that I couldn't even understand what he's saying, bro. I don't speak droid, but I understand that droid.
That shit is not funny though.
AKA Peloni.
My man Choppy. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. Hopefully we get past this actor strike and we get into some movies and shit, because 2024 is gonna be very light. We're not gonna have Dick. We got Loki coming out next week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Loki on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's gonna be a 9:00 thing.
It's
I hope
Thursday
so.
or Wednesday?
It's Thursday.
Oh.
It was the 5th, right? It's October 5th.
I don't know. Yeah, it is the 5th because AHSOKA. So it's Wednesday. Yeah, because AHSOKA is the 4th. So it is Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, AHSOKA's last.
October. Thursday is the 5th. Is it? Thursday the 5th is October. October, yeah. The 5th lands on Thursday.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but hopefully it comes out at 9. That'd be great, so we can do watch parties on that. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Hopefully, I'm not really excited about any of these Marvel projects, but Loki was really good. I really enjoyed Loki. So now at least we get a Jonathan Majors, kind of more of a prominent character.
Word.
I want to see that, because I'm pretty sure like that writer is much better than the writer that we got for fucking Quantumania.
It's oh no, wait.
There's a few writers.
I was about to say because Waldron's not doing this season, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's executive producing or something like that. So I mean, he's still involved, but he's not writing.
I gotta watch Quantumania again because I swear I don't dislike it. Like the way people
you like
Quantumania.
You like
it was cool. It was cool.
But nah, the way I'm saying, the way I hear other people go in on Quantumania, I think I gotta rewatch it again to see where I missed something because I didn't dislike it. You know, I don't know why everybody hated so much.
I think what a lot of people kind of like got like off-putted about the movie is because it kind of like lost a little bit of charm. Why Ant-Man was so good? Like it was always about the small characters and shit. So the moment you went to like this new realm, you didn't have time for like the Lewises and all that kind of shit. But I mean, it was okay. It was not great, but it was watchable. I had a good time in the theater. It was good. It was good to see Jonathan Majors kind of like go into this role, but you could tell like he was really like overacting what the lines he was given. Like he was giving like some bullshit lines, and he was making it better.
That's going back into what you was talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
so
yeah,
you could tell those lines was very like, like grade school. Yeah, grade school shit. But he was making it worth it. Like I'm pretty sure they let him improvise and do some other shit because Jonathan Majors is a good fucking actor, bro. And he deserves a little bit more. So hopefully in this in this show, Loki, he's able to kind of like flex that a little bit more because Disney hasn't let him go yet. So it looks like he's gonna be our king.
They learned that lesson from Johnny Depp. That's what it was.
Yeah.
One too.
Bro, he managed to fucking not get canceled, bro. Like he managed, and that's crazy. A lot of people they don't come back from that.
Did you hear that him and Megan Good might be married? Might have gotten married through all this shit.
Probably
again. She got married again.
She gets married a lot, bro. I think this is like a third marriage.
I'm just saying because they had a situation where they was at some type of situation not like last week or so, and she was doing some type of announcement, and then he came on like, yeah, well, y'all heard what he said. Y'all heard. I don't think he said wifey, but he was like, y'all heard. Yeah, y'all heard what the missus said, like, and then everybody's like, "Oh shit, they married." Like, what happened? Like, so I don't know. It could be.
I mean, bro,
come out later.
I mean, bro, it's Megan Fox, bro. I mean, Megan Good.
I'm on it. I feel him.
It's like,
and you held me down during this shit. Shit, I'm locking that down.
I hope he has a better shot than the pastor. I mean, if the pastor can't keep his wife, Lord knows. I don't know.
I mean, I heard he was wilding too, though.
Yeah, he was one of those like pastor.
He was a sinner.
pastor.
Like you got the Joel Osteen, you got the.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, man. I don't want to say because I'm not sure, but I heard there was some stuff going on.
Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say it on. I was about to wild out. I was about to wild out.
Save it for after dark. No,
I'm not gonna say it on here. I saved my comments.
We don't want the mega church to come for us, bro.
I ain't scared, man. They ain't got no power behind them. Yo, he's baiting me to do this shit. I'm not gonna do it. No, we're moving on. What's the next topic? Yo?
Said, nah, you ain't gonna give me this time.
Not this time, bro. Nah, you good. What else dropped this week, man? I feel like there was some other shit that dropped.
Well, they if you don't have anything, I heard they rebooting, and I did research it, so it's a fact. They were rebooting Highlander with Henry Cavill also. And the Chad Stahelski, the director from John Wick, is supposed to be helming it. So that kind of
you gonna learn how to fight.
Very
intrigued. About to learn how to fight with a katana.
Woo! This crazy. Good.
Which Highlander? Are they doing the Conor McLeod?
They rebooting it.
McLeod?
It might be it's a reboot, so it might be just starting from the beginning.
It probably the Conor McLeod then.
That's what I'm thinking.
My thing is like it seems like Henry Cavill is like the ultimate plug when it comes out to anything that's like pop culture and that has like a crazy ass fan base. Because like if he's doing that, he's doing Warhammer, like he's gonna be stretched. very thin, and plus like Highlander is it's kind of like I wouldn't say it's like parallel to like Witcher, but it kind of like
it is. I would say
yeah,
aesthetically and all of that. Yeah,
and it's kind of like it's similar. It's similar. So I'm not sure if that's gonna work out. But I mean, listen, I'm all about Henry Cavill getting work, bro.
Was anybody fans of the original Highlander series?
I was not. Sorry, it wasn't. I mean, not that I didn't like it. I just didn't
never
get it.
I was not.
Yeah, I never.
I guess it was just me.
I mean, I watched a couple of them, but my cousin is way more into the lore and all that.
Yeah, I was so into it. I know who's the one. Like I even know who's the one.
So who's the one then? Who's
Duncan MacLeod.
Duncan, that's the brunette from the show?
Yeah, that's the one from the TV series. He's the one. He's the final immortal.
Yeah, I never got into that shit. That was like
that shit is tough though. I think if they reboot it, especially with Henry Cavill, I think that should be a hit right now, around this time. Because it hits, like you said, it kind of has that same aesthetic as that, as well as like a Game of Thrones type of situation. Not with all the magic and fantasy, but you know what I'm saying? It has that aesthetic.
You gotta what I learned about Henry Cavill is that what they should start doing, if they haven't done so already, if you're gonna do Highlander with Henry Cavill, make him a producer. Because what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
If he doesn't like the way the show is going, he's gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
So you make him a producer, and he has a say in what's being shot. Because he's a nerd, bro. He's like one of us. Like he's one of us. Yeah, like he doesn't like when shit gets portrayed in a certain way, and
I still haven't watched The Witcher yet. His final.
Me neither, man. I'm scared, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
spoke
on that.
I saw who's on The Witcher.
It's not great. If you're there for The Witcher, bro, it's not that.
Yeah, I might not end up watching it. Yeah. I might just chill with that season 2.
There was news coming out today that Stranger Things is gonna be a 3-parter.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
I saw Joe Keery put out a poster for season 5. He started promoting it.
Yeah.
On
all the news came out today. So season 5, they're gonna be broken down to 3 parts. It's gonna be like the longest season.
How many episodes each?
I don't know. He didn't get into that, but he says it's gonna be the longest season, and that's.
I know. One big focus is gonna be between Mike and the weird kid with the Beatles cut. Forgot his name.
The best friend.
The best friend, the one that has a crush on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the name. I know them by face.
They show that they have a poster with them two together, so I think something's gonna happen between them that's gonna test their friendship or whatever like that. So or their relationship, whatever's gonna happen. I don't know.
They're gonna announce new actors playing the older versions. So I'm assuming that the 3rd part is gonna be the time jump ending to when they're older and
the older version. They are the older versions.
I mean, that's kind of true, but I think they're going to like the 40s,
like some it shit.
That's where it gotta be the 40s. That's the only one. Yeah. They all in their 20s right now. I know they play like they're in high school right now, but the real actors in their 20s.
Yeah, so it's gonna be it then. That's what we're going into for the last season. It's gonna be that
2 kind of shit. Yeah. So instead of
certain characters trying to act like the shit never happened and all this extra shit. All right, cool.
Well, did we lose Stinky?
I think we lost Stinky. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it looked like he was messing with the dog a little bit, and something happened.
Yeah. He was doing that shit the whole time, playing with dogs. I'm like, damn. Just all right, cool. We
not even interested in the conversation, huh? All right.
I was about to test them. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know, dog. If I want to see this strange. I know that we're not gonna get this Stranger Things anytime soon, because that last season took them forever. And
it was fire.
It was chef kiss.
Mm-hmm.
It was every episode. I was foaming from the mouth.
Yo, that season was so fire. That season was so fire that it made everybody like a whack ass 80s song that nobody even heard of. Yo,
Word. Shorty had a whole come up in her life.
Shorty she saw the truck backing up with money. She's like, where's all this money coming from?
Word.
What happened?
Yeah, Stranger Things. Go watch it.
Stranger Things, yeah. It made you relevant again.
That shit is crazy. That's tight though. I like shit like that though, honestly, man. When they can give reverence to old school joints, man. Cause I'm an 80s baby, man. So like we had the best generation.
If I was movies, if I had a song in the 80s that was catchy, bro, I'll be trying to email anybody. Your keys use my song. I wouldn't even charge you. Just give me whatever, like because you get it for free, right?
Yeah.
But then I'll get all the streams.
Make all that money from streams, yeah.
Dr. Zayas. They brought that song out. Yo, I was like, yo, they brought out Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas.
Yeah, that the scene. I'm telling you, the highlight of that shit was the.
It wasn't Dr. Zayas. I was singing the Simpsons version, but it was Amadeus. But every time I sing that song, I gotta say the Simpsons version. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
The Destin and fucking Eddie scene was my shit, bro. That was
that was it.
That shit was
Master Puppets, bro. That shit had me waiting since the trailer, bro.
That shit was everything, bro. Like it just looks so badass, bro. Like if you do anything in the upside down, that's what you do, right? Like that was a perfect song too. I was like, yo, I was like, oh my god, what the
it was crazy how that YouTuber kid called out the song that they're gonna play too, yo. It was crazy. He said, being that he's a fan of this thing and this, he's gonna play Master Puppets. I said, wow, this kid really called it out before it even happened.
Bro, I remember because I was binging it the moment it came out, and it was 4:00 in the morning, and that episode came up, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was hard. I had to, and I think I watched that scene maybe 20 times, bro. Just that scene alone. It was just so dope. It was just dope. It was just like a dope ass, like it's like what you think, like when you as a kid, you think about how can I do something that's dope that would be like some like metal shit. That's like that's what it was. It was like a manifestation
that shit was
of my imagination.
That shit was definitely metal, bro.
That shit was dope, bro. Yeah. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully we get some like some casting news, and maybe we could do like a fan casting on who should play the older versions of the character. We should probably do that shit.
Yeah, word. Yeah, that would be cool.
That.
I know they should hire this kid to play Tony Stark because he look like a young Robert Downey Jr.
Facts, bro.
Bro, look like a young Robert Downey Jr. Bro.
Definitely an illegitimate Downey out here, bro.
I think wasn't he like was it rumors that he was supposed to play one of the Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to. They had him rumored to play a Fantastic Torch. Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Yeah. So I would have been down for that.
Like RDJ
for him and
to do
Fantastic Torch.
Yeah, I know. I'll fuck up on that.
Nah, that shit.
That's the new name now.
Fantastic Torch.
If it was up to me, I'll hold off on getting him a role in MCU. If they're gonna reboot it and do a new Superman, use him then.
Nova. Give him Nova, bro. Fuck it. We've been waiting for Nova for mad long. Give him somebody
I don't think Nova's never gonna happen, bro. I feel like Nova could have.
You said it's never gonna happen?
Yeah, I feel
They've
like
been
it's never
dropping Easter eggs forever, bro. This nigga Thanos.
No, bro. He was supposed to have his own show.
Planet.
He was supposed to have his own show. They blew up his world. If anything, he had a chance to come and be in Guardians 3.
Yeah, they should have did that already. I don't know.
I'd rather have him than fucking Adam Warlock.
Yeah. If I had to choose, definitely. I don't know. Shit weird.
Adam Warlock was wasted.
Yep.
He was supposed to be brought out to fight Thanos. The fact that you have him not even around, he's supposed to be dealing with Thanos. Him and Thanos is always dealing with each other. So I don't even know why he's here without there being a Thanos.
He's supposed to be.
Shout out to Will Poulter. I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, he was good.
No. He did a good job.
It was just to wreck the character, bro.
It's just like they brought him out too late. He should have came in.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been out there in the
last Guardians movie
and fighting Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like James Gunn writes his characters kind of like wonky, so if you was gonna have anybody do Adam Warlock, I would rather have another director bring him along because they would have probably brought him like more like a space Jesus kind of situation versus being a just kind of like a baby. Even though they kind of explained that he is a baby.
It made sense. Yeah, it did make sense. I'm not hating.
But like,
but
you know, it was this payoff needed to happen, right? They announced him in the second one at the end, and it's like, all right, cool. Then we got to bring him, right? Like he had no choice. I don't know, but yeah,
Well,
he was supposed to be like
he's gonna mature. He's now on Rockets Guardians team, and so he's gonna mature.
Yeah, next time we see him, he'll probably be a decent guy.
And he's been through some stuff now because he lost his mom. Like everything he thought he knew is flipped upside down. So he's probably gonna be a little more mature.
Arc, kind of.
Yeah.
They should definitely. I mean, I know they're gonna do another Guardians movie with that team. Hopefully, I mean, depending on the director, you know, maybe it'll work out. Maybe you know.
I mean, they said Peter was coming back. I don't know what the rest of them, but they definitely said Peter was coming back.
Yeah, Peter,
it worked. The legendary Star Wars.
Star-Lord is coming back, but I know that they wanted to keep on doing Guardians, but it was gonna be the last of this team. So now that technically it's a new team, so I don't know if Bradley Cooper's gonna want to do it. I mean, I feel like his story ended for me. Like that was cool. Like now he's just explorer. He's just helping out the universe and shit. I think that's done. I think that's good to like leave off that. All right, cool. Then start a refresh.
But not to see fucking the King Groot.
King Groot was just too OP now. Like, how do you fit him now? Like, he's just too fucking massive. Like, my man is a fucking word. Like,
Secret Wars. I don't even.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna bring him Secret Wars. Secret Wars, we're gonna see him again. He's gonna be the size of fucking Ant-Man, bro.
Word, right? Giant man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Marvel needs to get this shit together. I would like to see how they used to do like those slates and kind of like give us a rundown of what's happening, not give us a fragmented kind of slate where it was like this movie, but I can't tell you about this one because it's a spoiler. So we did that. Like, nah, just at this point in time, bro, spoilers are so fucking out there like that. Just say what you're gonna come out with. Like,
I don't care about anything during Comic-Con.
I don't think Marvel is doing anything for my Comic-Con. I think they're all out. I think WB is doing something, but I don't think DC Studios is doing anything.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard they're stepping away from doing the. I heard from both sides, DC and Marvel, they might be stepping away from doing like the Comic-Con releases and shit because
nobody's.
They want people to come to their events and stuff for releases and.
Oh, okay, like D23 and shit. Yeah. Okay.
D23, that makes sense. Then you have the DC fandom that has their own shit. But like Hall H has been like a pivotal thing for
it's
like
a staple.
It's a staple, right? But the thing is that there's really nothing crazy that people can get hyped for. Like people waiting for Hall H, they wait outside for like 3 days to see like an announcement. You think you want to stay around for 3 days when there's a movie like with a bunch of actors that are entitled? Like this is not like the type that like some Rachel Zegler shit. Like, no one wants to see that shit, bro.
Hey man, everything that has a beginning has an end. All they try to begin is they might be coming there and saying,
"Damn, bars." Okay.
Word. Yo, they was so I'm pissed off because I really want to play the Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation, and shit got released early in certain places, so people are like spoiling shit, and I'm not trying to watch anything. But there was like a snippet of his face, bro. How they made Spider-Man, like they put Tom Holland's face on that shit, bro. Yo, they redid his face, and it looks just like Tom Holland. It's not Tom Holland, but it looks just like Tom Holland.
That's normally what they do, man. They the same way when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, they started making the Spider-Man look more like him. In the Garfield, when Garfield was there, they started making Spider-Man look more. It's like whoever's the current actor playing these stuff, they make their character look like them. Like that's how Blade got his new look. He started looking like Wesley Snipes.
Like Wesley.
Because when Wesley made the character popular in the movie, they started drawing Blade to look like him. Before, Blade used to look janky. He was just a black dude in a leather suit with a freaking dusty ass high top, flat top. And then when Wesley come out with the Blade, they redesigned the character to look like Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
Yo, Castor, did you hear about the news about Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade in Deadpool?
Nah,
They was talking about how he's coming back as a cameo.
I don't believe it.
Yo, if that happens, bro,
I wanted to because my faith in Ryan Reynolds and all this shit that they talking about that's about to happen. I hope.
I don't know if it will happen because I know that Ryan Reynolds had a bad time with Wesley Snipes in the Blade movie.
Oh
yeah.
They
didn't like each other, bro. And but I don't know if they amended anything or whatever.
I mean, at the time, you got to put it in context how they were at the time. At the time, Ryan Reynolds was still up and coming, while Wesley was the more decorated actor. So he probably looked at it like, it's my show. Like, I ain't got to interact with none of these. I mean, that's a shitty way to be, but that's probably how he was. You know what I mean?
He was like that. He was like that with the director, bro. Like, he was wilding. They was like, "Yo, we need to."
I mean,
with your eyes closed, eyes open. He's like, "Nah, they had to CG his eyes open."
If you know that the director was a writer, though, that was his first movie that he ever directed. So like, he didn't earn the respect that Wesley was given from Wesley Snipes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's been his character for a couple movies before this one. So there was a lot going into that movie.
Like he wrote the movie, like, and the stuff that he wrote. The reason why Blade 3 was bad is like the stuff that this writer wrote in the previous Blade movie. They scrapped it and said, "Nah, this is a bad thing." They scrapped it, and when he became the director of Blade 3, he brought all the bad takes that they scrapped. He brought it back and put it into Blade 3, and that's why everybody's like, "What the hell is this garbage that's going on in Blade 3?"
And that's why he had beef with Wesley, because Wesley said, "Yo, bro, we just came past this shit. Like, we trying to do this and that and that." So I don't look at it like, again, I'm not saying I wasn't there. I don't know, but I think it was more frustrations of Wesley with the whole production of that third movie and his frustrations with that, more than it personally being.
It might make you start lashing out at people you don't even mean to lash out.
Right, because the whole shit is crazy. Like,
it just comes off a little like entitled, like, you're the actor, right? Like, you act, right?
Yeah,
I think, but I believe he was a producer. I think in the last movie, so he
was.
Okay, so he had to say in certain things, like, I'm not. That makes sense. So if you're just an actor, you got no producing credit. You gotta. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, listen,
you gotta suck it up. But
sometimes the director is not bad that the actors take over. Like, if you don't know, Tombstone was secretly directed by Kurt Russell. It wasn't even the actor. And Val Kilmer say, "Yo, if it wasn't for Kurt Russell, Tombstone would never happen." You know, like, bro, it was secretly they had a director, but Kurt Russell the one really directed.
That's nuts, bro.
So it happens, man. Like, stuff we don't know, but I think if they work together now, it would be better, because I think Wesley's not the same. He's more humble now, especially after that whole IRS thing and whatever that. And then, like, Ryan Reynolds now has more like movies under his belt, and he's not the green guy that he once
more
was.
experience.
So, yeah, so I think
he's been through Green Lantern, so he knows how shit is.
I remember working at the museum, and I'm working the AGS, is like pretty much like the VIP section, like, a lot of like donors come in and folks that put money into the museum and shit. So I'm working there, and I and for some reason I was like tired and shit. So I was kind of like not really looking at people's faces, and I'm just like, I was, what are you guys looking for? And he was like, I need this, and I recognize his name, his voice. I'm like, I looked up mad slow, and I see Wesley, right, and this is right after tax. He just came home. I look right at him. I go, "Get the fuck out of here."
Well, I was about to say, I did the same shit. Yo,
I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, Wesley fucking Snipes." And he goes, "Come on, man, don't do that to him." I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I ain't saying nothing." I was like, and this is me whispering. I'm gonna be calm. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not blowing your spot. I like, "What do you need? It's on me." And he goes, "Really, kid?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you want." And he goes, "All right, I want to see this." He knew exactly what it was. I'm like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." I said, "Yo, enjoy." Like, we get comps and shit. I gave him everything he wanted, bro. And I'm like, holy shit. And he came back and he was like, "Thank you, kid. Thank you, kid." I'm like, all right. He was by himself, dolo. I was like, oh shit, big dude. He's big.
He said,
I didn't need a picture. At least a picture, man.
I
normally, bro. You my guy since the 90s.
I normally take pictures with actors and shit, but the thing is that he was by himself, and I didn't want to cause a commotion. Because if I take a picture, then everybody's gonna want to take a picture, and he was just like, he just want to go in and out.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna be honest. I'd have been a weirdo, bro. I ain't talking about going to the bathroom, but we gotta go to the corner or something, bro. I need this, bro.
I've because
he said I need this. That's not about bro. It's not about. He said we go to the corner of the bathroom.
No, I said not the bathroom, so it doesn't sound weird.
I heard it.
Not the bathroom, so it doesn't sound weird. But we gotta go somewhere.
I thought I heard you say we go to the bathroom.
I need that, bro. I need that picture, bro. You my God.
Yo, bro, like we dealt with a lot of VIPs. I know I spoke about this like years ago, but like like I helped Jennifer Connelly up the elevator. I helped her out.
What?
Yeah, this is when she.
Oh my God!
This is when she broke her leg. Like there was a time when she broke her leg on the movie.
I remember this story.
I'm like, yo, Jennifer, hop on my back.
See, exactly. You. Look. Now you saying I sound weird, right? So Jennifer Connelly name come up. Shit,
listen, my ancestors would have been so pissed at me. How dare you get that white woman off your back? I'm like, shut up.
You got a white bitch riding you, right?
I'm like, shut up, mind your business.
Yo. It was Jennifer Connelly. It was who else?
A white bitch riding him.
What's his name? Tom Hanks. I helped out Tom Hanks, right? And he was working this shit. Yo, I don't know if I was drunk or whatever, bro. My man, Red is dying, bro.
He said he had a white woman riding.
He said my ancestors gonna be mad at me. Yeah,
Dr. Umar would have definitely shunned you, bro.
Yo, bro, it'd have been over, bro.
Are you serious, my brother? Oh God.
Yeah, bro. He definitely would have flamed me for that one, bro.
Shit. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
Yo, and I was super
for a dream, nigga.
I was super wild, like as far as like I had like really no filter at that age. I was like my 20s, right? Mm-hmm. So like when I saw Tom Hanks, right? Tom Hanks was like he was my Hollywood daddy. Like, that was my that was my father figure in Hollywood, right? And he was like, I loved it, right? So this was the time when Da Vinci Code first came out, right? And people were like,
oh yeah, the mullet,
yeah, the bad hair, the bad hair. And I looked at, I went up and I said, just to let you know, man, your hair looked amazing in Da Vinci Code. He goes, get the fuck out of here. I was like, oh shit. That shit was wild, bro. Yo, and it was a time when I was taking Hugh Jackman upstairs, up the elevator, right? Mm-hmm. And he was there with
shaming us.
Right? He was there with his wife, right? And his wife was looking the other way. She was like looking out because it's like one of those transparent elevators. So she's looking out the outside, and he's right next to me. He goes, "How you doing, kid?" I'm like, "I'm all right, almost out of here. Got a couple of more hours, and I'm out." And he looks at my name tag, and my name tag was flipped, and it had my picture of my wife. He goes, "That's a lovely girl right there." I'm like, "She's single." Yo, bro. And he starts laughing, bro. Yo, and I tell you, Hugh Jackman is he's a fucking unit, bro. The dude was like Jarvis height.
6'4".
His fucking chest is like fucking like this, bro. He looks like fucking He-Man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, yo, that's because he had a bulk up for Wolverine. They were mad at him how skinny he was in the first X-Men.
I don't know what year this was. I don't know
if he's jacked, it was definitely after X-Men 2. Yeah, that's when he first bulked up for.
It was 2009. So whatever was out in 2009, that's when.
Because when he did X-Men 1, they were so mad that his Wolverine was so skinny that that's why he ended up starting doing the heavy lifting and bulking up for Wolverine.
Great.
Yeah,
that's what's up though.
Yeah, when I was running the elevators and shit, I was running the space show, like the Zeiss machine in the museum. I had we brought in Shakira and brought in Andrea.
Fresh, we seeing all the celebs, bro. You want to see celebs, yo? Just go to conventions with Fresh. Go to like, he always running to celebs.
Listen, what's up? What we doing this year, man?
I'm telling you right now, like, if my boy, I know Jeff is not watching, but that's like that's my childhood friend. I'm telling you, we was down in Washington Square Park, and we used to skate down there. And there was a guy going around doing casting, like he was trying to find like kids, like regular looking kids. And he came up to me and he came up to one of my friends. He was like, "Hey, listen, we doing a movie, blase, blase, blase. You know, if you want to do it." And I think he needed like a slip because I was underage, and it was for the movie Kids.
Yeah, you gotta have your parents' permission before they could film it.
And it mind you, in the park, that same park was us, Harold, forgot his name, Harold. He was a skateboarder. Harold Howard. I forgot his name, but I know he was the kid that was in the movie Kids. He was the black kid with the skateboard, and you have Rosario Dawson, and Rosario Dawson's in the park as well. She was young. I think she was like in Juilliard. Like she was like I think she was there was only 2 actors in that movie that was actual like actors. It was her and it was the main kid, and we were all there like gelling. And I didn't get the slip signed, so they went with somebody else. So if you ever watch the movie and you have the 2 little Spanish kids smoking weed and shit that was on the Supreme shirt and all that shit, that was supposed to be me. Yo,
to this day, yo, man, what the fuck?
And then the funny thing is, me and my friend Jeff, we went to a show in what's this shit called in 14th Street? What's that? 14th Street in right next to Best Buy. There's a I know
what you're talking about. United Artists.
Yeah.
It became a Regal now.
No, but there was like the venue there. There was a venue. Was it? Damn, what the fuck in that venue? It's right on 14th Street. I forgot the name of the venue.
Square?
Yeah, close to venue. There's like bands. You know, see bands and shit. Damn, what the fuck?
Oh, that's the park. You talking about the park?
It was like a street, but it's a studio kind of setting. Anyways, so we there and we were watching. I think it was Edema and some other bands, right? And it was Cher's son's band. I think it was like Mushroom, some shit like that. It was a long time ago. I can't really remember the names, but I know I was there and I saw Rosario again, right? And I'm like, oh, she wouldn't recognize me, right? She fucking recognized me, right? So I'm there with her brother. We chilling, and chill for like at least like 3 hours, right? I seen this woman like playing. Like I feel like if I seen her today, maybe she probably won't recognize. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. But it's kind of cool. Like she's AHSOKA. Like I know this woman. She's AHSOKA.
Bro, she recognized you from like then.
Yeah,
and great. You did a movie with kids where you could have been a movie, and she still recognized you. That she's gonna recognize you again.
Yeah, bro. She was talking. She's like, I want to crowd surf. I'm crowd surfing. Like, let's go. She's like, all right. I lifted her up, boom, and she went crowd surfing and shit. This is like, when I saw her again, she was doing. I said, so what are you doing now? Like, are you working on any movie? She's like, yeah, I'm doing Pluto Nash with Eddie Murphy. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Bro.
That sounds cool. Great. And then I was like, a year later, the movie comes out. I'm like, oh shit, Pluto Nash. She's like,
no, it wasn't Bowery, right?
Nah.
You said 14, so it got to be over by Union Square Park.
Yeah, it's right across the street from the school. Look at the name of that shit. But yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, she like I just did Pluto and Nash," and she like I was doing Men in Black, and she's like, "Yeah, I seen all them shit." I was like, I keep up with your shit," and she was, "Yeah." My brother's like some tall. He looked like he's some Navajo looking off. Yo, and he straight up like. I think she's Native American, so he looks more Native American. Like, he looks like has more of the structure of Native American. He has a long hair and shit.
I'm gonna keep it real with you right now, Fresh. You need to DM Rosario and go way back to all this shit and ask her.
That'd be funny. If she remember that,
she'll do an interview for the fucking pod, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
man.
Do it.
Yeah,
stop playing, bro.
Get on the show, fam. Get on the show.
That's what I'm saying. She's not that type of person, bro. From what I've seen and from what you talking about, bro.
She
need to holler, bro.
Nah, she's mad cool, bro. She was mad fucking cool. Like, she's not even like on some like Hollywood shit. She was mad cool.
Yo, get on AHSOKA, yo. Get
Yeah,
AHSOKA
man.
on the show.
Right now,
bro.
next week is the last up, bro.
Yo,
You want to get this shit on? That's what you got to do right now, bro. This is the moment.
I just supported her by watching Haunted Mansion too, so I need her on the show.
I watch all her shit, nigga. Shit. Listen, I mean, you know, my man Ray Allen, but shit.
You saw Haunted Mansion?
I haven't seen that.
Then you watch all her shit. You can't see.
Yeah, I got you. Up until this point, right now, I've seen everything else. But yeah, you gotta hear that, man. Definitely, man. I'll hit the DM.
It was a crazy night, bro. And trust me, I'd rather not even talk about it on the pod, but like it was a crazy night. That night was crazy. It was a movie, bro. I told my friend about that shit. He was like, I don't believe you. It's like, hell no. I'm like, nah. She was in the big actress at that time.
So you gotta hit her with that when you hit her with the DM, and then she know it's official. All right.
Man, we talking about Clerks, yo. We talking about Clerks.
Word, man. What? Kids? Nigga, what?
Yo, that kid shit was funny, bro. Like he was looking for regular looking kids. They wanted like dusty little Spanish kids, bro, and they got one. I was mad dusty.
Shit, she was in Rent too, right? Yeah.
We talking about get on the show. Watch you get on the show. I'm gonna be talking like that little kid. Wait, you got to be you got. I'll be talking just like that kid. Where you got you got you.
Yo,
get ready for the yeah.
What's crazy is that I used to talk like that when I was a kid. When I was like that, I had a really bad stutter, really bad. So I had to go to speech therapy. And yo, the only way they could combat that shit is that because for us, we hear our voices. We hear our voices double. So we kind of stop to listen to hear it. And that's how we stutter, like because we keep hearing it. So what they do is they put these noise canceling headphones, so you don't hear your voice, and they'll have you like read out sentences, so you can't hear yourself. So you just like reading it out. I'm like, oh shit, I was in that shit for like almost 3 years, bro. It was bad. So like I still got it now, but not as shit. I'll take this over what fucking I couldn't get the sentence out, especially if I was nervous.
Yeah, it's over.
When I was nervous, bro, like if I was trying to talk to a girl, I'll throw up.
When I get nervous, I start like hyperventilating. Like I start talking like I can't breathe.
Throw up.
I'll throw up or break out in hives, bro.
I'm like, yo, so the other day, I'm start talking like I can't breathe. That's what I'm mad nervous, yo.
That shit crazy, bro. You know what? I'm gonna take your advice, bro. I'm gonna hit her up.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you remember. Damn, I need to remember the fucking venue.
Yo, we could get it for the next watch party. Woo!
I don't know if they able.
Oh,
I don't know
because she knows like
strike.
Everything's gonna happen already.
I think she's still on strike though.
Oh.
Yeah, she can't promote the show.
Yeah, so we could promote it. So hit her up.
I mean, you could talk to her and you could talk to her about the strike. So we're not having to promote movies or anything like that.
Promote the strike.
You can promote the strike and then like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember this fucking venue, bro.
Yeah, take your time, man. No rush.
Yeah.
It was Irving, was it? Not
Irving Plaza. There we go. Thank you, sir.
Woo, good shit. There we go.
The man in the chair, yo.
There we go. The man in the
new
chair.
man in the chair.
That was just off the top of my head. I used to go to Irving Plaza a lot back in the day.
Yeah, that was.
There were a
Irving
lot
Plaza,
of venues like Take It Back Sunday. You know,
Stinky's our guy in the chair.
Good job.
Yo, bro, I call him my brother. We grew up. I remember like meeting him in junior high school, and he was just an introvert. Like he didn't talk or nothing. And then one day my mom was like, "You need to like stop being in the street. Maybe like join the boys club or whatever." And I go to the boys club, and I see homie at the nature section, and pretty much in his element. I'm like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker is out here like talking, and this is what he likes." I'm like, "Yo, teach me what you're doing up here." So we started gelling in the boys club, and we just, and it's been years and all that kind of shit, girls and all that kind of shit. We progressed to girls, and we got into catering. Worked at the U.S. Open, and then he kept going, and he started like getting connections with different like venues and shit and got free tickets, and he took me to all these venues, and I didn't know half of these bands. I'm like, who's these bands? He's like, yeah, that's the guy from Korn. That's his brother. He's in the Demon. I'm like, oh, word? Cool. And yeah, I was always like,
Korn. No, man, Korn was my band when I was in high school, man.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Hispanic girl, put me on freaking rock music in high school. I just started having me listening to Korn, Limp Bizkit. Matter of fact, she bought me my first Limp Bizkit album. Like the hot dog, the chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first, bro. That was my first rock album ever, bro. Like I used to have like number rap and R&B. That was my first. She bought me my first rock album ever, bro, as a gift. So here you go. And I listened to that shit, and I swear to God, that was like everything for me. And from then, I started listening to like Korn and Linkin Park, and then all that kinds of shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Hey, he knew he. If you thought that you said find all these actors and being possess the presence of these people, like my luck. This guy's luck was out on 1,000, bro. He was Goku of me. Like we be in the venue. And we just there like
we lost
Caster. We be in the venue and I'm talking. He's like, yo, you know who you talking to? I'm like, nah. He's like, you talking to Sonny Bono's son. I'm like, Cher's son? Just, yeah, he's playing the set like in a couple of minutes. I'm like, oh shit. But like, you should have told me that because now I'm gonna be simping. But yeah, man. Nah. Bizarre though, that was a long time ago. That was like eons ago, bro. I was a kid. I was a kid. I was what, 14 years old?
It's not like me who went to school with
Scarlett Johansson's brother, right?
Johansson's brother the whole time. Didn't even know it.
My man, you could have been friends. You could have. I would
never use friendship to get close to like somebody. Like, I would never do that.
Nah, but you would have been like if you would have been friends with him. Naturally, you would have been like.
Naturally, I'm cool. I was cool with everybody in my school, so luckily nobody could ever say I was like really a DICK to them. But
yeah,
if I had like pursued the friendship close to him, then I probably would have got to know Scarlett. And who knows, man?
Yeah, my ambitions was crazy in high school. I was just always thinking about like creating shit. Like, oh, we should do this. I was never like the asshole type. I was not a bully. I wasn't a.
Yeah, me either. I used to like communicating with people and talking to people, like upperclassmen, freshmen. I was cool with everybody, bro. I ain't had no beef.
Yeah, I had no beef. Like that thing, I had one beef the whole time being there. I remember buying a CD from Sam Goody. It was the Rough Rider it was Drag-On's album. And I came to school and it's like, oh, you got the new Drag album? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, can you let me borrow the CD? I'm like, all right, cool. You good? Give it to me later.
Big mistake.
I didn't get that shit back till like later that day, and I was mad tight. And I told some dude, I was like, yo, I'm gonna smack this dude, bro. And that shit went back to him, and they went to like they played telephone with that shit, saying, oh, I'm gonna fuck this kid up, da, da, da. And after school, he was like, yo, what's all that shit you talking about? I'm like, oh shit.
He said, oh shit. I
was like, nah, I didn't say all that, bro. Like I was pissed off, but I didn't say all that. Like. And then we was just talking, and we hugged it out. But yeah, that was the only time I ever had beef. Other than that, bro, I was more like into girls at that time, bro. I was into girls, bro. I was just heavy. Like I was a pervert, bro.
I
was a pervert, bro. Like, yo, the moment I found out like girls here, like nah, bro, that's all I want to know. Girls.
Me, I was into like gym and hanging out with my friends and shit. I was more to hanging out with my friends. I was so simple in high school. I'm simple now.
Yeah, man. So, well, I don't know, Caster, man. You coming back in, bro? We about to get into the AHSOKA. Into our last topic, man. Yeah, 2 hours and 19. So we there. We on schedule. Yeah, man, jump back in when you get a chance, man. But yeah, it was, I would never trade that time in, for anything else, bro. That was just. Oh, did we lose Soul too?
No, he just put his camera off.
Yeah, this motherfucker just clocking out right now, bro. Motherfuckers clocking out. They get a 2-hour mark. They start clocking out. But shout out to Red, bro. Yo, Red, did you take a nap before the show?
No.
Oh shit!
I tried, but nah.
Your melatonin levels are high or low. They're low today. You stood up the whole shit. Damn, bro.
I don't know. We still gotta get through this AHSOKA, you know.
Well, I think this conversation will be probably short because we definitely did. I mean, I didn't like this episode too much.
I gotta survive a casted explanation of AHSOKA. When you go Star Wars, he goes in deep. So then I got.
Oh yeah,
that's normally when I start.
My man be like, hold on. Before I don't want to take too much time. That should be like 3 hours later.
Casting Star Wars takes it over when I start like.
I think we got a lot of I can't even talk. We got out of our system during that watch party, but I watched it again just to see whether or not if I was bugging, if it was just like something because I was just wanting more. I felt the same way. So yeah, we're gonna get into that AHSOKA shit. We get into AHSOKA. So AHSOKA dropped episode 7 dropped on Tuesday. We did a watch party. If you guys haven't done so, or haven't seen the the watch party, go ahead. It's on demand. Is if you want to watch with us, watch with us. It was a fun time. But yeah, man, episode dropped, and we kind of think me and Fresh Prince kind of felt the same way. We felt a little like underwhelmed. I felt like there was a lot of things that kind of didn't make any sense. A lot of loose threads. I know this is not the the season finale, but we was kind of a little afraid because we only got one more episode left, and there's a lot of ground to cover. And if this show is not like an hour long, I don't know if they can execute without compromise. So since me and Fresh kind of like had a conversation about this shit already, we'll talk about it again. But I kind of want to know what your thoughts were. So Brick, how did you like this episode, and how would you rate it?
I definitely still rated the 5.
Oof. Okay.
But I'm trying to like replay the episode in my head.
You said a 5 just now?
That's why I said
no, I didn't hear him, so I just want to. I'm not trying to clown or nothing. I was just trying to make sure I heard. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought 5 was a good rating.
No, 5 is a good rating. I mean, that's good. At least somebody gives a good rating.
Oh, you didn't think the episode was that great?
No. You get my take later. I mean,
okay. I just think it was just. I was my own stick with it. Was that it felt a little slower, but I'm like, is it going to be like one of those necessity slower episodes?
Couldn't be. It can't be. It's the 7th episode.
Penultimate.
You can't slow.
That's why I'm like. I'm hoping the next episode is, like you said, like an hour long. So we kind of get like a nice, theater-like episode. But otherwise, yeah. Depending on how the season ends is going to change my score for this episode.
So, it
is like a shaky 5.
Okay, all right. I mean, so that's not far off from our rating, because we'll get into that in a minute. I'm looking online right now. There's a rumor that the episode 8 is going to be 50 minutes.
Ooh, I hope so.
Okay, I can take that.
So 50 minutes, you're probably looking at 43, that's 44.
Decent. Yeah, I can take that.
Okay. How about you, Red? What was your thoughts and rating on
it?
You're singing the Boba Fett shit.
Is that Boba Fett?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Boba Fett.
Boy, we in Boba Fett realms right now, bro. That's all I hear you say.
I thought Boba Fett with the huh?
Yeah, it comes in with that, and then it slows down as a hum da dum dum da dum dum dum.
Oh, okay. Oh damn! So I guess that shit was just stuck in my head. My bad. AHSOKA. Let me see. What would I rate it? I liked the episode, so I don't know what you guys disliked about it, but y'all more deep into the Star Wars than me, so I don't know. So, but I liked the episode. I found it weird that Balin was like abandoning his student though, like that. Like, you on your own, kid. Later. Like that's basically what he said. Like, yo, go ahead and fight those two on your own. I'm gonna get out of here. You become that Sith that you always wanted to be. Cause I ain't going all the way there with you. You know. Oh man. So I don't know. I found that weird, but other than that, like I still enjoyed the action. I was enjoying Thrawn. Then like his scheming and plots, like he's always thinking about stuff to be all ahead. Like even though like people think he's just doing stuff at random, like he always has a plan. I like that shit. I feel like AHSOKA built out Sabine, so I'm not too happy about that because Shorty got some explaining to do, and it's like she just came in and said, "Yeah, you just." It's all good. You totally disobeyed everything I just told you to do. You gave the enemy the means to escape, to have Thrawn escape to the galaxy. And I'm just going to come up here and show up with hugs and smiles and all that stuff. And hey, everybody, you all good? Hey, let's hop on the ship and take a ride. All right, we out of here. Yeah. Like, we no, sis. No. Like, she still even... what's up with dude not even want his lightsaber, bro? Like, what kind of force wielding person don't want to use their lightsaber? Like, I don't understand that shit. That's another thing that was weird to me. Like, they're using blasters, bro. Like,
he's been on there for like a minute,
huh?
He's been on there for a minute with no lightsaber, so he probably got used to just using the force.
He's probably like,
that's how I look at it.
I took it like he used like you needed more than I do.
Yeah.
You got Beskar armor on. She was over here blocking pistol fire with her wrist. She wasn't even using the lightsaber to block fire. She started using the lightsaber when she ran out of gun ammo, I guess, or something.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Well, I wasn't mad at that either, though. But, I really looked at it like he was just out there for so long. He's continuing training.
I mean, all in all, I'll give it a 4.5. Only reason why I don't give it a 5 is because I was waiting for like that whole shit to drop. That like she made it possible for Thrawn to, and I wanted to see the aftermath for that when he realized that she like made all his plans that he did in the beginning, his sacrifice be for nothing. Because she let to be open for this guy to escape, but we didn't get that, so that's why I give it a 4.5.
Okay, just to make sure, like for those that's watching, like I don't think that me and Fresh didn't dislike this episode. We just think there was certain things that we noticed, like pacing issues and shit like that. That was kind of like a drawback for us. But I think overall we liked the show. It just was like things kind of was like done like out of character for Balin and everything else. Like, and I was thinking for me, like my rating was a 4.5. It was a solid 4.5. It was not shaky. It was a 4.5. I was happy with it. I started thinking like, with the whole Shinhati, like her arc and what's gonna happen with her, I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. Like if they like adapting these characters from Legends and shit. I know they can't use like Amara Jade, right? They can't use her, but they can use Shinhati as like a love interest for like Luke Skywalker. Like we don't know what happened to Luke that whole time. Maybe he did fall in love, and maybe he's that one, and they have a kid, and that'd be fucking crazy, right?
I think she's too young.
They're the same age.
They're the same age?
No, not the same age. They're like I think Shinhati's like I think in her 20s, and I think Luke is like around his 20s as well. They're not like crazy, like off. Like they're like almost how Anakin and Balin is like 4 years apart. So they're not. She's not super young, but who knows? I mean, that's me putting the fucking tinfoil hat on. You know how I get. But like for me, it was like the pacing was an issue, right? There was a lot of things happening. It was overstimulating, right? Like you wanted things to kind of like you wanted the fight scenes to kind of last a little longer before they pulled away to something else. It's like by the time and then you started getting, attached to this part, and then they pull it out, and then bring you to another part, and it's like it was taking you out of the action. And I get it; they want you to kind of pump the brakes, but this is season 7. I mean, episode 7, and at this point in time, you're supposed to like hit the gas, right, and keep going until you run out of gas. But overall, I like the episode. I like Ezra. Ezra is really the actor who's playing Ezra is embodying Ezra, bro. Like he feels like Ezra to me. He has the whole mannerisms and all that. It works. For me, Sabine is more like she's still annoying to me.
Samantha LaRusso.
Yeah, she's so annoying. Her chemistry is kind of like, sometimes I would just wish that she would just shut up and let her face do the acting, right? Like she doesn't need to always say something. She can just look and just, there was a part where Balin is just looking and you could see what he's saying without saying anything. You could see the confidence in his face, and you could read his thoughts without a lick of anything coming out of his mouth. That's what Sabine needs to do, like that. Like sit there, and it just seems like she's very nonchalant, like kind of like there's zero stakes, right? She just handed off a map to fucking Thrawn, and she's not saying anything, bro. Like I don't know, bro. It just, but still,
bro, she was giving me girl that play games. You never know when you're talking to a girl, right? And you trying to suss out how she feels about you and shit. She give you that like, oh, I don't know, like she won't really answer your questions. She dances around the fucking questions and shit. That's what she was giving. That's the vibe she was giving me, especially when Ezra started acting about AHSOKA and all that stuff. That was AHSOKA, and she said, "Oh, that's complicated." Yeah, it's complicated. Like, no, it's not complicated. You betrayed her. Just say it. Do you think she's dead? Say it. Like that's how you had to find out later. Oh, I thought you. When she said, "Oh, I thought you," like, wait, she died? Like,
yeah. I tell you one thing, bro. When Thrawn found out that Anakin was a master, bro, his face expression, bro, had me in tears. Like, huh? What? Even though he's not supposed to show any kind of emotion like that, he was showing that emotion.
That's why I loved it.
I thought he
was such a stern, confident face to like, the fuck.
Another thing,
I thought he knew though.
What the hell was Thrawn eating out there while he was exiled, bro? Because Thrawn got a little gut.
Yeah, my man chilling, bro.
I said, well, Thrawn eat good out here. I said, my man got a gut. That Imperial suit is stretching right now, bro. That shit's
right. That shit tatted up and all that, but my man go right.
I mean, it might not even be that
right now, bro. Like he looking like me in the Imperial suit. That whole the button gonna be stretching and shit. Like,
ain't nobody else eating, bro. Everybody else dead.
I get all the good portions of the meat.
Facts. Y'all dead. Y'all good. Y'all don't need to eat.
My shit.
All the rat wolves. All the good portions of the rat wolves.
Rat wolves.
Yo, we didn't talk about this shit when we was doing a watch party, but like, do we still think that the Night Jedi, whatever? I mean, the Night Troopers are still like undead because they were dying, but they were not like busting out.
Yeah,
yeah. That was kind of like, are they? Is it misdirect? Or are they just alive and they just died?
No,
like,
I think they're still alive. I think that that red tape is just tape to fix their armors or bandaging for their wounds.
But if they're like Maroc, then they should have busted out in smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like Maroc. They're alive.
Unless it was like a kind of a they forgot to edit that in, or they just forgot. Like I
guess we're gonna have to see, because that definitely is something that pokes a hole in my theory. So like, I don't know.
I would love to get a fucking a mall scene, bro. I would love to get that shit, bro, but it ain't gonna happen, bro.
I want more, but not in the context of just bringing them in for any reason, though. But like, I do want more. Maul is my guy.
With Sam Witwer?
Yeah.
Maul?
Not just Maul, period, but yeah, Sam Witwer is my guy too.
I mean, he fits in that whole Rebels and all that shit. Like he's like the prominent fucking figure that's in that shit. Him.
He died though. Like
yeah, he did. Yeah.
So that's
I
why
was hoping.
I never hope for more. It's too much to go back to Tatooine and get a body and all. How you doing all of that? That's why I never went into that.
But if you have like magic powers, right? You may not have a version like Marak. He was in a body. He was just like a manifestation fitting in the body. So they can. I mean, it may not be Maul, but it may be like Maul's voice or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't care. I to be honest, if we don't get anything of Maul, that's cool, whatever. But I'm just a little like afraid about how this next episode plays out. But yeah,
that's how I feel right now.
Just to make sure, like you just for Fresh Prince, like just if you can, just give your overall thoughts and
yeah. Well, just to recap, because I talked about it on Tuesday and I watched it again with my son. Right, so this is how I know I'm not bugging. Like I watched it with my son, and my son, like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just watching. And to be honest with you, I probably enjoyed it a little bit more watching it with him. But I'm trying to figure out. I think my enjoyment was coming from the fact that I wasn't tripping in what I saw. You know what I'm saying? This is a 15-year-old watching this show with me, and it's the same things I was saying on the live stream. It's like we got fights happening, and it's like, all right, we cut to something else. And when that first fight happened with Ahsoka and Balin, like I'm watching it with my son, and my son is watching it. He's getting hyped. He's like, "Oh, what happened? Like, why you go away from that?" And I just laughed. I didn't say nothing. Whatever. We kept on going. Then they go into like Sabine and Ezra and all that. Then they start ramping up that, and then they cut that and go back to something else, whether it be Balin or whatever it is that they cut to. And my son is like, "Yo, what happened? Like, yo, why they keep doing this? Like, He's like, yo, I'm ready for it to happen. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? This is a 15-year-old that I'm not even asking his opinion. This is just him watching the show and him just spitting out shit like, yo, why? And it's the same things I said. Why are you cutting away from you building up this action that's happening and then you cutting away to something else? And then you cut to something else and then you build up the action. And as soon as we get involved, you cut to something else. It's like, that's what I think what really messed up this episode for me was like, and it enhanced my outlook from Tuesday. It's like, it's the editing. Like, I don't know what happened. And you said earlier that, you know, they probably switched some things around because of Balin's point of view or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But just watching it, it's like, nah, this is crazy. And I kept saying it again on Tuesday. This is penultimate. I don't know how many times I said that shit. Like, this is the episode before the season finale. I shouldn't be still asking, all right, like, what is Balin doing? Like, we shouldn't be theorizing about what Balin is getting into right now. Forget about like the whole point of him sending her off by herself. I looked at that like, this is the Jedi trials, and I've been trying to keep you on a path, and you've been on this one path to like, you got a hard on for Sabine for some reason. All right, go ahead, take care of what you got to do. And he saw that, and he told her to go do what he did. So that's why I didn't feel bad about him leaving her, because it's like she's on her own mission. She's just worried about taking this chick out, and there's nothing else for her. So I understood that. But then we get him and then Ahsoka, and then Ahsoka gets the best of him. And then after that is done, my man is just, like you said, we could just look at him and we can understand what he's thinking. But again, this is the penultimate episode. Now you sitting there and we just looking at this dude. Yeah, all right, I'm out. Bro, where are you going? What are you doing? Who's talking to you? Like, I needed to have this by this episode, if not in this episode. So, it's weird, but I think I said 4.5. I was really thinking, like, should I go to 4? 3.5? Is that too far? But again, I'm gonna go back into what I was saying. It's like, this is the penultimate episode. Like, I think I'm gonna give this shit a 3.5 because the editing and everything else that happened, y'all took me out of it. I wasn't invested like I was in the entire season. I was invested in everything that was going on, whether y'all was leading into something else or whatever the case might be. And then it's like we get to this episode now, and it's like, okay. And I gave my thoughts on what I expected from this episode, and it was a lot of what I said I expected, but again, like with the editing and lack of information, as far as I'm good with what Thrawn's doing, I can assume all of that. All of that is cool. The Night Sisters, all of that shit. But we've been with Balin since episode 1, bro. Why the fuck haven't we heard out of his mouth exactly what the fuck he's trying to do right now? The only thing I could think of is like,
I was hoping that this episode would be more of Ezra talking about his time there.
I was
and
expecting
then
that
would have reflected what is there that Balin is looking for. It would have just tied everything together. What they're trying to get away from, what Balin's looking for, and what he's been experiencing there. I was really kind of expecting kind of like a mini Ezra backstory on this episode.
Yeah,
that's just gonna be like Balin's gonna find who he's looking for, gets fucking like hurt, and he's Snoke. Imagine that shit. My man Balin is Snoke.
Nope.
Because isn't Exegol like in the same?
It is.
Galaxy.
It's in that galaxy. Yes.
Palpatine.
So that's what I'm saying. You had all of this, and that's what I'm saying. You could have had it being Palpatine that was the one that was manipulating Balin as well. That would have tied in everything as far as everything else y'all was trying to fill in with loopholes and everything to this sequel trilogy. But you didn't say anything. I swear to God, if you try to pull this shit in the last episode, it's like, I don't give a fuck no more. Like, I don't care. Like, this episode, you should have been setting up all of that shit in this episode. Because in this episode, the way y'all cut it and everything, again, I'm not trying to say it's a bad episode or whatever. Like, I enjoyed myself. We watched this in front of y'all. I enjoyed myself, but there are certain points in the story when it's like, all right, we got to move on, or we got to do this and we got to do that. And, I'm usually the one that's like telling everybody, chill out, give them some time to like tell a story or whatever, bro. This is the penultimate. If the story is not like solidified by now, there's a fucking problem. And I've had the story with everybody else is solidified, but this whole thing with Balin and what's been going on with Ezra and Thrawn in this new universe, now I'm at the point where no, I'm not asking for too much, because now whatever we get in the next episode is definitely going to lead into something else that you're talking about in another episode, another movie, or whatever the case. And it's like, I need more build up than that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, my opinion doesn't matter. So it's not like if I give them a hard rating, they're gonna step it up all of a sudden. But I don't know, bro. Like I'm in like I'll give it a 3.75. I guess I'll call it even, right? Because I don't know whether to go way low or whatever. But I was just disappointed because it's the penultimate episode.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. That shit went down the whole point for you.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Almost, yeah. I mean, to be honest, on the show, I was thinking 4, but I just roll with you because I'm like, I did have fun, and I enjoyed myself. We have stuff to talk about, so whatever. So I was like, yeah, 4.5. But yeah, I think my real score was like a 4, and I don't know if I want to drop it to a full 3.5. So I'll just say 3.75. But like, yeah, it's again, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody involved in this, but the next episode needs to be a fucking banger. And we've got it. I felt like that for the whole season. And this one took a little drop. Even a couple episodes ago, I told my cousin, like, listen, we got to take a drop. Like, we had all the shit building up to this. We got to take a drop. We got to learn what's going on. And then we got to pick it back up again. So picking back up again, and then you get 2 episodes later and we got this. And it's like, nah, bro, like this shit should have been ramping up and continually ramping up until next episode. That's just my personal view. So yeah, I just felt a little underwhelmed, man. Not saying that anything's bad, not saying that the season is horrible or anything like that, but yeah, this episode kind of set me back a little bit. My personal viewing experience.
Okay. I mean, Oof. I just hope that whoever's directing, I mean, whoever is editing episode 8 didn't edit episode 7. That's what I hope. The director for episode 8 is his name is Rick Famuya.
Okay. You just all right. I'm cool. I'm a little cool now.
So he did the
Rick
Mandalorian.
Famuyiwa. Yeah, he does like all, and that's the crazy shit. I'm like, why didn't you get him to do the penultimate episode? Because he's the one that usually does all of the like episodes before the finales or the finales, and he knocks it out of the park. This is my guy right here. So it's like I'm kind of underwhelmed with the last one, but this gives me a little bit more, hope.
I
want
the
finale of this shit that he's doing it. So
to be honest, man, if this was Dave Filoni's project, his baby, he should have been the one closing out.
He should have been, and that's what I honestly, that's what I thought. I thought he was gonna do the finale, and I thought Rick was gonna do the penultimate. And the fact that didn't happen is why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling right now. But he has the finale, so I'm gonna hold out hope. I'm not gonna jump ship right now. Like we had 6 episodes where I was fucking delighted and excited on everything that we got. So I'm not jumping ship, but yeah, we in crunch time right now. So yeah.
We don't got time to be kind of like pussyfooting away. We should have been knew about Balin's, goal. We should have knew about all this shit. Like they just want us to theorize, but like theorize towards the last episode. And I'm sure we might be eating our own words, right? That might be a reason.
Right.
And we won't know.
Thing is, what if they had plans for Balin to like be in multiple seasons? So
that's what I was thinking.
That's why his goals is now revealed right now in this season.
Right.
Because they thought they didn't know he was gonna die, so they thought
exactly
they had a later time to like reveal what his whole mission was.
I agree with you, and that's why I didn't try to trash it on Tuesday. And it's like that's why I'm not going totally down today, because that still might have something to do with it, in all honesty. But I have to see the finale before I can make that real mistake.
Because you could still use Balin, right? It may not be the same actor, but you can still use him. Like he's only, he only served as Balin as 1 season. You can you can switch that out, but it'll be hard to find someone that has the acting chops where he doesn't have to say anything and you already know what he's saying.
Yeah.
that doesn't come easily to some actors. Right? They can't do that shit. I know Pedro Pascal has that ability, right? You can feel all the emotion with just him having a mask on.
Bro. Like his skill with that him playing Jin Jarjan, like I swear, like when he was seeing Grogu eat the frog eggs, and he's like, Jesus, how much did you eat? I swear I could feel I could see his expression through the mask, like his mask. Like even though he's wearing a mask, I feel like I could see his like giving the look like, what the hell is it, bro? How much of these eggs did you eat? Like
that's funny.
Like stuff like that is that's a hard skill to acquire for an actor, like to convey like speech without speaking, or convey like
without being there
emotions without people seeing what emotions you're emoting. Like that's a very hard thing to do, and like talented actors like that is not very easy to come by. So
body language is key, bro. And Balin has the body language that this is the reason why we kind of like him. I want to know more about him. I want to, he talked about all these stories. I'm like, tell us about it. We want to know lore. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole point. Watching Star Wars is lore. Give us lore.
Fill in the blanks.
And it might have been a story we would have got on a later date, but
possibly.
Life.
But I'm sure
that's what I'm trying to not to be too hard.
But I'm sure we're gonna get that next episode. We're gonna get his ultimate goal. I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I think he's gonna end up probably dying. Looking for this entity, and then we're gonna see that entity. We're like, holy fucking shit!
I just need to. Yeah, I just need to know what it is.
Abeloff. Yeah, people tell me
even it's the and I feel stinky. That'll be dope. But even if it's like the Night Sisters, like playing some type of trick on him, I just need it to be revealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't end this shit and we don't know what's going on. Something drew this dude to the planet and we still don't know what it is at the end of that's what I think is gonna hurt my experience of watching this, because we really got everything else filled in. That's the only thing that is like, what's going on? So if he dies or if he sacrifices himself to help somebody or to help AHSOKA, it's like whatever. Like we could look back and be like, yeah, there were moments where we saw this. He didn't want to kill her, and then they had the new fight, and they didn't want to fight each other, but he's just trying to slow her down, not to stop the process. It's like we understand, but I don't know, man. I don't want to talk too much about it. I just got to see what happens in this last episode, and then
they're probably gonna explain it where like probably Palpatine used the Dathomir sisters to keep him alive because he was like undead.
True. Yeah.
That's probably gonna tie in with the sequel trilogies. Is that the witches are the ones that kept him alive,
or Palpatine was the one talking to him?
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah.
So, I just want to know who found his body because that nigga was falling down a hole. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Well, apparently they said I think they got books, and I don't even go out and read all the books, but apparently like he transferred his essence during the fall. So it's like they already had the clones, like when we see in Andor and all that shit. So evidently he transferred his essence into one of the clones. But again, it's like we all just theorizing. It's like, what the fuck is really going on?
Yeah, but I think I've seen that shit too. Like he transferred his essence, but his essence was too powerful for that body. That's why the body
so it eroded.
Came so fast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You couldn't find something that can match his ultimate power. Damn. So 3.5, man. That was. I didn't expect that. I thought we were still in that 4.5, but like for me, it was a solid 4.5. I saw it again, and I just
3.5.
He gave it a 3.5. I was holy shit. That was not 3.5 on Tuesday. It was a 4.5.
Yeah, it was. But after watching it again, it's like you gotta understand. It's like I feel like I be going too hard sometimes. But then if I'm watching this shit with a 14-year-old and the 14-year-old is saying the same shit, like, they fighting. Oh, why'd you cut away from it? Like, all right, then we get something else. Oh, why you cut away from it? Bro, this is the same shit I was saying. And this is what I feel took my enjoyment out of it. It's like when in previous episodes, like in the one where Anakin popped up, it's like, oh, we getting all this shit. And then they cut away when it's like we at the peak of our excitement. So it's like, all right, calm down. We gonna bring y'all back up. And then we get more shit, and then it brings us back up, and then when we get to the peak, we cut back again. Like that's how it was in episode 5. This shit was like we get into the point and get into peak, and then they cut it before we even get there. So it's like you cutting me before I even have a chance to get settled into where we at right now. And that's so again, I thought I was being hard, but once I watched it with my son, and my son was having the same reactions as I did, I'm like, nah, like, yeah, this shit is legit. They wowed it in the editing of this shit. And I don't know why.
But I mean, didn't they do that same thing with like Phantom Menace when they had the fight with Maul versus Qui-Gon and they kept cutting away from the battle to show other stuff?
Yeah, but like I was saying, they cut away when the shit is getting to its apex or to its climax. Then they cut away. And then they pick back up again to get you to another climax and cut away. Okay. This shit cut you before you even got to feeling like you was in the climax, which is how I felt. Again, I can't say that's how you felt, or I'm just trying to explain to you how I felt. And evidently how my son felt, because he reacted the same way.
You know how you watch a movie you love on regular TV, and right before it starts, it says this movie has been edited.
Commercial?
Nah, it's like this movie has been edited for for TV use, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt also this episode. It was like it was supposed to be something else. But like we got this, like it just felt very out of character for Balin to do what he did. I get it. This was like a Jedi. There was like a dark gray Jedi trial. Like go ahead, do your thing. But he was like, "Yeah, I'm on a different path than you, man. So like fuck off, kid." Like he was just.
Man, but I mean, fuck off. I didn't take it like fuck off, but like
I mean, we don't
yeah.
don't really know his character anyway. So like, say that this out is his character.
Nah,
We
that was
don't know.
definitely out of character. Nah, we know enough that he was very close to her the whole entire time, and for him to be like, yeah, you know, we're on different paths. Your path is more
that's what made him take AHSOKA out, is the fact that she force choked her and threw her into a boulder, bro. Like, then all of a sudden my man got serious. Like, so yeah, I don't know. It was weird, man. I didn't have a problem with that, because again, it's like, yeah, he was on his own mission. So yeah, I'm trying to go to this. You still worried about taking this chick down? So go ahead, go do what you got to do. So I didn't feel bad about that. I didn't feel like that was out of character for him. But it's just in the lack of explanation of what the hell are you doing right now.
Let me just rephrase that. I felt like it was more like it was a missing plot point where there should have been a conversation with Shin Hati always wanting to go after Sabine. Like, I feel like that was never said.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so he was like, "Oh, you're on the path of this." Like, no, we don't know that. She just there defending herself with others, right? Under the commands of killing them, but she didn't look like she was out to get Sabine all the time.
Nah, she was definitely out to get Sabine all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she had a hard on.
She showed that from day one. She was out to get
jump.
Sabine.
Yeah, from jump. That's why I took it as like, all right, cool. That's been there from jump. She already had a hard on for this chick. I don't know why. But all right.
But she didn't want. She didn't when she called her back from the pursuit. She didn't want to give up the pursuit when they were flying through the whales when they first met the star whales.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to give up the pursuit to search for them. You know, she's like, "Hey, where'd that bitch go?"
Yeah, she had a hard on for her, but like they never explained why. Like they look like it was a conversation that we never got between Balin and Shin, where he was like, "Yo, like I need to go here." And you just like, you know, you trying to go this way. Like, I get it. He said it then, but I feel like there was a missing plot, a missing, like, you know, situation where like she was like, "Nah, I want to kill this bitch."
I just kind of took it like as if like they like her initial mission was to take her out. And she failed to take her out. She was so alive.
She was trying to complete it.
Yeah, so now she's like, she has this like vendetta in her head. Like she's like,
it's
probably like one of the first missions she's failed at during her time, and she's like, "Fuck."
Possibly,
fucked up.
That's how I took it too. Like, she didn't complete it, so now I got to do this to prove my worth, type shit. Like, I looked at it like that too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see it that way. I see it. Yeah, that makes sense.
But like you're saying, it's us interpreting what they're giving us at the same time. Like, so I do also agree with you as well. Like, there hasn't been anything flat out stated like what is her problem or what's going on. But I also feel like Stingy said, I feel like it's kind of apparent from what we've been watching. Like, yeah, she kind of failed and she's just trying to prove herself. But I don't know. I don't want to talk too bad because I've enjoyed this whole show, and it's really like I need to see this last episode before I really go in and talk about what my gripes are. I hope it ends up good. I really want this shit to be good because this has been one of the best series to me, if not the best series to me so far. So I'm not trying to trash it, but I do have problems.
I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna be, but do I think it's gonna feel fulfilling? Probably not. I think it's gonna be multiple cliffhangers, bro. It's gonna be a Game of Thrones different arc happening. It's like, holy shit, fuck. Now we have to really wait.
I'm not mad at that as long as they do it the right way.
Yeah,
if they do it the right way. I'm not mad because I'm expecting Thorne to get back. You said you didn't expect him to get back, right?
I don't expect him to get back, but
so
they might bring him back. I don't know. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. So I mean. That's it, man. So we got a 4.5, we got two 4.5s, we got a 5, and we got a 3.5. And that's saying a lot because normally Fresh Prince is higher in the score box. So like this just showed you, like, you know, he's not shilling.
Penultimate, man. I'm not shilling. I love the majority of it, but I can understand the majority of it. But nah, I give y'all passes and leeway, but nah, like penultimate.
Nah,
sorry, I needed more.
What's someone that said that being on the dark side, bro? That nigga, I think he'd be a double agent, bro. They can't trust that guy.
Who you talking about?
The Asian senator that was on.
Oh, the senator. Yeah. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that dude, bro.
That nigga, I think yo, he's definitely with the
fucking
he's
annoying,
with
bro.
the Imperial, bro.
Imagine, yo,
Great
ain't no way
actor,
he's not with the
Great
Imperial.
actor, but yeah, you pissing me off as a character, bro.
Imagine, yo, fucking the death. You know when Thrawn goes, yo, I think I need some of your magic. Imagine they fucking resurrected fucking Ezra, and Ezra's not really Ezra.
That's the one thing I can't follow what everybody talking about right now. I'm like,
and he's actually dead. He's been dead.
Nah, I'm not. I can't see that. I don't think they're gonna do that. They said like he's trapped on it. That's why his eyes are so blue. Nah, bro, his eyes is blue because it's just awkward. It's just awkward. Yeah, man. People talk about that. Like, oh yeah, he might be when Thrawn said. Well, your boy Theory said like, oh, because Thrawn is requested more magic or more assistance from the Night Sisters for more magic. That might be a fake Ezra, and it's just a manifestation that they're using to get them to follow them away from Thrawn so they could do it. I don't believe all that shit.
Yo, it's funny. It's funny you said that shit because I tweeted him about this bullshit. So I was watching his stream and someone in the chat said that shit. He was like one of the first people that said it in the chat. Day one, the last couple of the first minutes after the show, he goes, maybe this is what's happening. He's like, nah, that's not gonna happen. That doesn't make any sense. Then he makes a solo video.
And now he makes a whole video. Wow.
And
I mean, listen.
And in the comments, I go,
Clicks, right?
I mean, you should have gave that guy. I was like, hey, shout out to the commenter that brought this theory up. You know, you should have told him, like, you should have been like. He took it as like he made it himself. Like, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Especially if you're saying now he was like, nah, that's crazy. And then you go and make a whole video. Yeah, bro, give him some props. That's crazy. Because I don't see that happening. But at the same time, bro, if you're going to make a whole video, bro, give him some props. Because you wasn't talking about that when it first happened. So it's I don't know. Again, I don't think all of that is going. That's kind of and again, we going into the finale and we're gonna find out that this is not Ezra. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
How heartbreaking would that be if he actually died?
That's crazy.
That he didn't
even say he died. He said he's locked up in the ship somewhere or some shit like that. Like, nah, bro.
That might explain why he didn't want to take the lightsaber, because the freaking
that's what he was saying.
Because some people say like the kyber crystals will reflect the glow based on the user,
right?
And so if he was to light the lightsaber, it might not glow the way you want it to glow, and to be like, whoa, that shouldn't be that color.
Yeah, because he's very nonchalant about like how this is being get here, like not really pressing how she got here. Like, oh yeah, if somebody that's a double agent wouldn't really care like about that kind of information. Like, all right, whatever if you want to hold out on information, I'm not gonna twist your arm. If he was really the Ezra, he'd be like, yo, bro, tell me how you got here.
I feel like he played Ezra good. I don't think
he did.
Yeah, awkward about it.
I mean, if you really want to surprise the audience and say that this is not him and he's like somewhere else, maybe he's on that ship. I don't know.
That's bold. I'm just saying. I'm not even gonna say that's crazy. That's bold, bro. To have everybody learning that this whole season is about them going to find not really Thrawn, but Ezra, and Thrawn being a result of that, and then you're gonna be like, that's not really him. Most people don't know Ezra, but that's crazy, bro.
You telling me that you and Ezra has been on this planet for the last 10 years. You got Daphomir's sisters, right? Mm-hmm. And you can't find Ezra, and Sabine finds Ezra like in 30 minutes.
He's sent her out there. Again, I don't know.
I mean, he had the intelligence of where Ezra was.
He probably just can't fuck with him. And that's how I looked at it. Like, Ezra's been out there for 10 years. And that's why I'm not looking at it as funny that he didn't want the lightsaber. It's on some shit. I don't need that shit. I'm good. Like, and that might be funny to some people, or I've seen people on Twitter talking about it's a callback to Last Jedi and Luke tossing the saber. I don't look at it as that in the same way, because that situation was totally different. We just went through this whole movie to get this shit back to you, and now you like, fuck out of here. That's different than you going through a whole season, finding the person you finding, and then him like, nah, I got you. Hold on to that. I'm good. I got the Force as my ally. And he held his own. So I don't know, man. It's just weird. I think if they do that, and that's not Ezra, this shit will bring up so many extra questions and problems than if they just go about what they're doing right now. That's just me personally.
Yeah, that's just wild, bro. I don't know, man. Can't call it, man. Can't call it. We'll find out on Tuesday, man. We got a couple of more days, and we there, and we can talk about it and
6 days, 5 days,
and discuss it and find out what's the real thing. And hope that I'm blown away, man. I want to be blown away. This show has been very revitalizing like the Star Wars IP and making me love it all over again. Like, this is the reason why I love Star Wars, right? Is to get into these worlds and you know,
add on to the lore,
unknown, add on to the lore
things. Yeah, this is
so
dope.
Let's see. Even though I think that a lot of stuff may seem irrelevant, right? Because none of these big players are in the sequel trilogy. So whoa, my man is.
You got that bass.
I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, I was like, it's funny. Earlier, I said, yo, man, take a nap after the show, before the show. He's like, nah. I'm like, yo, you doing good today? He's like, yo, I don't know. Once we start talking about AHSOKA, I might fall asleep. Like,
he called it. As soon as I go into my spill, my man take his 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna look. Stinky's like mid yawn right now. Did you eat that yawn, bro?
I'm holding it. Yo, I ate it.
You ate that yawn. I saw your lips get met. Like, I never seen that shit in real time. Someone eating a fucking yawn, bro. Yeah, nah, we about to end this episode, man. Yeah, man. Listen, if you guys haven't done so, if you like what we do here, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join our Discord, buy some merch. If you get some merch, you'll take a picture, post it on Twitter, hashtag, Untitled Live. Do all that kind of shit, We got some good shirts. We got some new merch. We got the Rat Wolf merch. If you guys want to cop that, yeah.
Everybody got a Rat Wolf in their life. Come on,
Rat Wolf. Yeah, we got that Rat Wolf, man. It looks good. It's original too. Like, I had to redraw it, and it's not. It will stay. I won't get copyrighted for that shit. So.
I just want to say that was a perfect color you picked too. That army green, forest green color. That was a perfect color pick for that.
Yeah. So cop a shirt, man. Yeah. So we're gonna end today's
real podcast heroes too. We got the G.I. Joe joint out there. We got
cop some shit, bro. All right. Yeah. So we'll be back. For Tuesday's watch party for AHSOKA episode 8. So if you guys want to join in with that, hit that bell notification, and trust me, the show will be up live then. He's an AO. That background, some effects is crazy.
Appreciate you, cuzzo.
Yeah, my man's sleeping. He's sleeping. Yeah, man. You guys have anything else you want to add before we close out?
Nah, just make sure y'all jump on with us on Tano Tuesday, man. This is the finale, yo. It's the finale. So the lover of Star Wars gave it a 3.5 this week. So let's see what happens on Tuesday, right?
My man Sticky was like, you got anything to add? He was like, close it out.
Good night.
All right, do the good night, yo. Do the good night.
Word.
Good night.
All right.
Peace.
In the city and I'm lurking.